So we got several folks on watching. We have Trying New Hobbies, Mr. Crowley, Addison, and who else am I missing? I think that's it. Yeah.
No Chad.
I think your audio is a little loud.
No Chad.
I haven't seen Chad yet.
So
do you have the chat up?
No.
Okay, see if you can do that. Oh, you're on your phone, not the computer.
Right. I think I need to move to my computer. Let me move to my computer.
Thanks, Trying New Hobbies. Yeah, that way, the idea is you guys can see me in the shop, but yet I could walk on this side of the shop and still hear everybody. Of course, I'll tilt that screen down a little bit more. Trying something a little different. I see a lot of guys doing this, so kind of hoping to get things tested out here in the shop, and maybe when we're traveling down to the King of Hammers race, we can bring you guys along if you're interested. So, yep. What? Let's see. Are you going to switch over to your computer?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay. And you have the code, so you'll be able to get in.
Yeah.
And then just keep an eye on that chat for me. Trying New Hobbies, Dad, I don't know if you know him, but I believe he's a veteran. And he has started a small YouTube channel about trying out new hobbies. He's got a live stream going pretty regularly. He's doing a giveaway.
Him and I would get along real good then, huh?
So if you want to be part of the giveaway, run over to his channel real quick and check it out.
Yeah, I'll do that when I get cranked up on my desktop.
Okay, cool.
Cute.
And yeah, this is the computer you gave me too that I'm working off of.
Oh, the laptop?
Yeah.
Sweet. It looks good.
Yeah, it's working all right.
I'm going to bring my laptop in case we're able to do something live.
Okay. Cool.
And I think I got a couple cards I haven't downloaded yet. So.
Oh, yes. You need to download and get those wiped because we got a lot of videoing to do.
Yep.
I don't know how well the service is going to be out there. I've got the cell phone booster, and it sounds like in a couple spots in Hammertown you can pick up a signal or two. Oh yeah, Trying New Hobby said he just retired in December. And was it
retired from where? From what?
From the service.
Yeah.
So, was it Navy Hobbies? I can't quite remember. I thought it was Navy. He'll pop up here in a minute. There's just a little bit of a lag.
Well, until we hear that, thank you for your service. We always happy to chat with those kind of guys.
Yep.
And gals.
I need to get Blind TV over here and have him talk with you. He's a pretty cool dude as well.
Blind TV?
Yeah, Blind TV. I'll get to him in a minute. But Trying New Hobbies says people are so mad about live streams promoting the giveaway, but it's a great way to promote. You know, it's about exposure. Yes. And that's kind of why I'm doing the live stream here today in the garage, is the being searchable in YouTube for live streams is pretty popular, and to get your name out there, because there might be somebody that's completely into your type of content, but they just have not found you yet. But Trying New Hobby says Navy.
Sweet. Anchors away.
Yeah, very cool. So let's see.
It's been a while since I've been on this computer.
Did Addison take off? Are you still around, Addison? Trying New Hobby says thank you. So while you're doing that, I probably need to jump over into YouTube really quick and make some quick tags. Oh. Give me just a second. Yeah, Blind TV. He rides UTVs, but he's blind.
Oh, is that the one, the
Yeah.
link you sent me?
Yeah, at
Very cool.
age 14, he had a bad accident and lost his sight. He's got a little bit of sight, but not a whole lot.
Well,
Cool dude.
good job not letting it slow you down.
Yeah.
Get out there and enjoy it, man. Good job.
All right. Where is? Oh, there we go.
I had to run to the store real fast. I forgot the bacon.
Yeah, don't forget the bacon.
Well, the bacon I get at a different store than I normally shop. So that's the only thing I needed there was just the bacon.
Yeah, just hanging out in the garage. Gonna start getting packed up here pretty quick. Oh, somebody might be here.
That's me.
Are you here? Oh, that's not what I want. Oh man, I wish there was a simpler way of putting tags in, but. Oh, I see you got yours up.
There we go. I don't have my back screen set up right. I've been banging it around.
Yeah, trying new hobbies, you got to get a green screen. I'm not sure if, I think if you get the paid StreamYards, I think it has the option. And then we use Zoom. We pay, well, I pay monthly on it.
So
and it has the green screen option as well. Chatting. So right now I'm just trying to fill out the description and my tags so I can become more searchable. Oh, Addison is still here. And put up a image of bacon. Yeah, if you guys have not seen or have heard anything about King of the Hammers, the Ultra 4 race, look it up on YouTube. I think it's, what was the video called? The history or the legend of King of the Hammers or something like that.
Yeah, I found one last night that was, it was a long one. It was like about 2 hours long, but boy, it had a lot of good information. It was cool.
Yeah, basically started, what was it, back in like 2000 something rather?
2007?
And there was, I think there was 12 or 13 guys that were part of this local 4-wheel drive club. And I want to say it was one of the guys' birthday that he planned for his little group, a race to the lake bed, the dry lake bed, right?
Right.
And in the race, they had to run through the desert as fast as they could. They had these trails that you basically have to have a Jeep or a rock crawling machine to get up a lot of these trails. Hey, Anthony Holmes, how you doing, buddy? We're just talking about King of the Hammers. We're going to go to the race here this next weekend and just sitting here in the shop kind of getting prepped for it. But anyways, the race, they have to haul butt through the desert. They get on a trail, and they have to rock crawl up the trail, using winches and all the fancy stuff you would need in a Jeep, low gear ratio, big tires, all that. Climb up these trails and go down the other side, and they hit another section of desert, and they got to haul butt through, and they hits another trail, and there's I think 10 different trails that they have to hit, and they have to make it to the lake bed to win. Well, they did it the first year, and the years to come, it got more popular. People heard about it and started coming out and participating. And it was quoted to be like one of the hardest four-wheel drive races in the world. And it's gotten so big that all the big sponsors like Warren Winches and
Monster,
all those big guys, they're joining in on this. And what they're doing is, I'd say Warren's got a brand new winch that they haven't tested yet. So they'll give it to one of the competitors as a sponsorship, say, hey, we want you to battle test this. Once they finish the race, they come back and they talk to the manufacturer, say Warren, and say, hey, these are the issues that we had with it. Well, Warren will fix it and then produce or make it available to the outside market. So big deal, a lot of money. And guys are building cars now that can handle the fast desert with the nice smooth suspension, but yet they're tough enough and rugged enough to hit the trails. And there's some cars that are one-seaters, and then there's other cars that are two-seaters. So you got a driver and a co-pilot or a spotter who would jump out and do winching and read the course directions off to the driver. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's also evolved. From what I was reading, there's separate events. There's different kinds of events, not just the one big hammer race.
Hey, thanks, Trying New Hobbies. Yeah, give a thumbs up. This is kind of our first out in the shop live stream, so all the support that we can get will definitely help. So back to my YouTube here to put the description in. I can't spell either. So you got the chat up there, Dad?
Yeah, just got it up.
So for most of these people know who I am. Hobbit Hunter here is my dad. He's quite adventurous himself. He's got his own YouTube channel, Talking Over a Beer, right?
Right.
And we've gotten on his show a couple times and sat around drinking beer and just chatting it up.
The Bigfoot episode is good.
Yeah. But my dad is quite adventurous. Tell the folks kind of what you're into.
Okay. Licensed skydiver, paramotors, scuba dive, open water shark dives, road bikes, side-by-sides on the sand, in the hills. Let's think. Hunting, a lot of hunting, fishing, camping, hiking, just outdoors. Love the outdoors. Archery, hunting, along with I still rifle hunt and a lot of shotgun and pistol. I do a lot of coyote hunting, and I'll go out with a different type of weapon, different type of firearm for coyote hunting just to change it up. We've even gone out with just a camera. I like to call them in close. Haven't skydived in a little while. In fact, I was just looking at my rig the other day. My reserve is due for a repack. When the weather starts getting better, I'm going to pull the paramotor out and crank her up. It's too dang cold here right now. And anything I can try at least once, I'll try it at least once. Speed flying. Well, I bet pretty much sums up the fun stuff. People think I'm too old to do most of that.
It's all in your mind, right?
Yeah. And I have the mind of a 2-year-old. So.
Let's see. Give me just a second. I think Addison said something there. Let's jump back to. So let's see. Look at the chat here real quick.
We got an Anthony Holmes.
Yeah, I know Anthony.
Saying hello.
So Addison says, love your channel. Cool. I appreciate that. It takes a lot of work to put something together like this. If you guys are small creators, you know how much time you got to put in and not get paid for it. So it's got to be a love and a hobby that you enjoy doing. Anthony, back to Addison. The channel, we kind of evolved it by documenting our family trips, and that was cool to do because only we have the documentation to go back and look at the trips that we've taken. But for the folks that weren't able to go, that are family and friends, could also, see the fun that we had out there as well. And then the channel kind of drove to inspiring others to, getting out of the house, shut off the TV, shut off the video games, get out and go find your own adventure. And then it's evolving into as well, when we go out and ride in the desert, in the sand dunes and the trails and whatnot, we were meeting really cool people out there that got some really awesome stories. So we want to start videoing and bringing on those people onto our live show and doing like an interview with them. So that's kind of where the channel sits right now. Anthony said something. So King of the Hammers is in the desert. Oh, can you still hear me, Dad?
Yep.
Okay. Anthony said he lost audio there for about 10 seconds.
It kind of went a little weird on coming over here. Yeah, Anthony, the King of the Hammers, it's a desert and desert mountain race. It combines speed across the flats, kind of like road course turns, weaving around, and then rock crawling, all combined into one race. So you have to be really, really good at setting up a car because you got to set it up for all three and you can't stop and change cars. It's all one race. From what I understand, there are some specialty races that go on through I think it's 10 days. But it's going to be fun. It's our first time. I'm sure it's not going to be our last, but it is extreme driving, extreme vehicles. And then
it's a little different from what you've seen in our videos because we ride, we do some of the trail stuff, but a lot of what you're seeing is the sand dunes. Where that King of the Hammers is like desert racing. So there's desert, but it's not like the dune stuff that you see in our videos.
It's rocks and bushes. We got outdoors in Maryland. My mind says go for it. Unfortunately, my knees tell me different. I've got a bad back and bad knees, but it does slow you down a little bit. You just got to figure out how to do it. When X-Country and I were in paramotor training, I got twisted around and wrenched my knee, and it took a couple months for it to actually get to where it was feeling halfway decent. But didn't stop me. Just made me a little more cautious. I think the plan is if there's no wind at all, I'll wait till a little wind comes up so it'll get me off the ground a little quicker. And slow you down a lot better for landing. So you got to pick your times, pick your moments. Scuba diving doesn't hurt your knees at all. It does if you haven't done it in a while because of the kicking. But I don't let it slow me down. I just wrap it up and ice it later. It only hurts for a little while. That's what they tell me, right?
Yeah.
So try new hobbies. About a minute ago, you lost audio. Yeah. As long as you got it back, we're happy.
Think we're good now.
And we got a question.
Yep.
Addison, how long have you been doing the channel?
So
did I miss that or?
So I've always had the channel, and I think it was more of being able to look on YouTube and to kind of leave comments, likes, and whatnot. It wasn't until the year 2017. Well, actually, it was 2006, 15, 16 when we started saving a lot here in our house, cutting out a lot of useless bills. Basically eating on rice and beans, stop from going out and eating, all the unnecessary stuff that we didn't need, we cut out, and we saved up a lot of money. And then in 2017, we bought the Stealth toy hauler, along with a Polaris Razor, a dirt bike, and some quads for the girls. So when we started doing that, and then the paramotor stuff came that year too. And I used YouTube a lot for documenting each flight that I took, so I can go back and review and critique myself to make myself better at launching and landing. And then adding on the family trips. So that really started around 2017. And then just this year, I started pushing hard on the YouTube channel, trying to figure out how to do quality filming, editing, and then just trying to learn the YouTube algorithm as well, to try to find myself searchable. So one of the biggest things for me was try to build quality content, because that's the stuff that'll last forever. Once you've built that quality content, then reach out to the communities that do stuff kind of like you on their channels. Build a connection with those type of people, and kind of you're promoting yourself and networking with other folks. So
now I got a question for trying new hobbies. What new hobbies have we tried? Trying new hobbies.
Yeah, editing is the worst. That last video that I posted up on Sunday, it took me, and still I'm critiquing myself because I don't think it was the best, but it took me probably 3 weeks in my spare time, getting off from work, staying up till midnight, on the weekends. Are we still okay?
Yeah.
Looks like my YouTube's kind of freaking out here.
No, it's going smooth on this end.
You're watching the YouTube live on your side?
Not the YouTube. I'm going through Zoom.
Okay. Let me know if you guys in the chat are seeing something different than I am.
Now, Anthony Holmes Outdoors, he says he needs to get better at editing. Can you suggest a good editing tool?
Yeah, and it kind of goes both ways, really. I've seen a YouTube channel. He's called Matt's Recovery. He built himself up to 15,000 subscribers with a cell phone, videoing and editing just off a cell phone. And that there shows you that a good story should be your baseline. If you want to advance yourself above that, I use DaVinci Resolve. I think it was 14 for a while, just to kind of learn the advanced film editing. I found that I kind of my longer videos were starting to be a little tougher to run in DaVinci Resolve. So I ended up paying monthly for Adobe Pro, which I am loving. It makes the workflow go a lot smoother. And there's a lot of YouTube channels or YouTube videos out there that will show you how to use it, tricks to filming, editing, and all that. I hope I answered that okay. Yep. So the editing tool that I enjoy is Premiere Pro.
We got trying new hobbies. We need to take him out, throw him out of an airplane at 15,000 feet. That's a hobby.
So trying new hobbies, dropping the first episode on March 12th. He's doing a giveaway to keep people entertained until then. Got some great hobbies lined up. Yeah, check his channel out. I actually, there's a couple that I haven't watched yet, and I need to go back and do some binge watching. Anthony Holmes said we're doing good. Trying new hobbies. Yep. Brent's Explorations is on. He's saying our video and audio is good, I do believe. Yep. Anthony's going to check out Adobe Pro.
Trying new hobbies says one day, meaning
Yep.
out of an airplane. Got to work up to it. There ain't no working up to it. You just push.
Yeah, and if you're afraid of heights,
I am.
I used to rappel out of a helicopter
So
for my
did I.
job. And in our training, they said people with the fear of heights is generally from 5 feet to, was it like 70 feet is where that fear.
Yeah.
So if you can get above the 70 feet.
It's because of the reference to the ground. You have a good reference. When you're up at 15,000 feet, it don't even feel like you're very high. And once you jump out and you're falling, it doesn't feel like falling. It just feels like there's a big wind hitting you in the face. It feels like you're flying. And Anthony Holmes Outdoors says, and I have never heard this before, I can't understand why anyone would jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Yeah, hear it every day, but you haven't been in a jump plane. They were the most abused aircraft held together with baling wire and duct tape. And believe you me, you want to get out. So.
And you took me on my first jump.
Yep.
I went static line out of the plane at 4,000 feet. And I got to control the wing all the way down to the ground. Or you call it a wing or a chute?
Yeah, let me interrupt you real quick. Trying new hobbies. Got to go play ball with the kids. He said he'll be back if we're still on. See ya.
Family time. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, with skydiving, it's just the canopy.
Yep. And then I know when I landed, man, it gives you a whole new perspective on life. I don't think you truly can appreciate what life is until you get so close to death.
I have a t-shirt that says something like that.
Oh, damn. I should have
copyrighted that sucker.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a lot of t-shirts in the skydiving world that say stuff like that. Like, I refuse to go out. I refuse to die quietly in my bed.
Yeah,
I'm going to die screaming at 15,000 feet. So
yeah, don't let fear stop you. Just wake up one day and say, I'm going to do it no matter what. And then just go do it. You'll find that more opportunities and more windows will open up for you if you just take those little risks every once in a while. Enjoy it.
You are never so alive than when you are so close to death.
Yeah. Where's Rob at?
Doctor's appointment. He said he'll be on when he gets home.
Cool.
Yeah, and paramotoring, when we went and took those classes at first flight, that was it's really hard to explain. My first skydive, my first paramotor, my first open water shark dive, when the guide gave the shark symbol and is pointing right over there. I don't know, it's a lightness in your chest. It's like you could just float if you took a little bit of breath. It's a feeling that I really love. And not a lot of people have had that feeling. You got to get out there and do it. I've heard so many people say, skydiving, always wanted to try that. Bull. Quit always wanting to try that. Just go do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Anthony Holmes says, I came into this world kicking and screaming and covered with someone else's blood. I have no problem going out the same way. Yeah. That's it.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. It's a feeling that I know I love, that exhilaration. And some people say it's the adrenaline. Now, it's a different feeling. I've had adrenaline. I've been shot at, stabbed, ran over by a pickup when I was in law enforcement, and that'll pump the adrenaline. This is something different. It's hard to explain. It's really hard. You felt it when that airplane pulled your static line and your canopy opened, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You were feeling it when you were climbing out of the door of a airplane at 4,000 feet.
Yeah.
It's something else. Yeah, I think your body is using every bit of oxygen that your lung is taking in at that time. They say there's a lot of oxygen that is exhaled out of your lungs when you take a breath, but I don't think there's any when you're in a situation like that. I think your body grabs it all. It's a good feeling. I love it.
Yeah.
Brent's exploration gives you a thumbs up. Anthony Holmes Outdoor, I would call that fear. No, it's not even fear.
Yeah, if you guys are watching, give this video, this live stream, a thumbs up for me. It means a lot, and it helps in the YouTube algorithm saying that this channel is getting activity. So if you can do that, I appreciate it. Yep, give us a like, a thumbs up.
Call a friend.
Yeah. If you enjoy what you're seeing on the channel, we've got different playlists set up. We do quite a few different things. So pick a playlist that you're interested in, and if you find something that you enjoy, pass it on to a friend. Because it's only us as a small community that can network and help each other. So. Dylan was on here earlier. Dylan Pankow, he's a pretty cool dude as well. I met him up in the forest. I think he was one of my first YouTube creators that I actually found out in the real world. He does a lot of drone footage. He just got his 107, and so he's commercially licensed now. And he also does a lot of camping type videos, cool spots on the forest to find that a lot of people don't know about. So he's a cool dude, and I think he's really going to go somewhere. So it all takes a lot of hard work. When are you going to get your other channel up and running?
You mean Old Grumpy?
Yes. That is going to be a funny freaking show.
Well, we're working on, the first one's going to be as soon as the weather gets good enough to get the RV out, the toy hauler out. We're going to start working on it then where it's more relaxed. Right now with like Dumont and the hammers, I spent a lot of time cooking, getting everything froze up so we don't have to do a lot of cooking. We just reheat the chili, reheat the stew, reheat the meatloaf. So we're not inside cooking all the time. We're out having a good time. when spring gets here, when the weather gets here, can be a little more relaxed about going out and setting up the toy hauler and have time to, address the camera a little bit. But the ideas are in the head. Going to try to make it fun.
And that you have a couple videos on there already, right?
Yeah, it was kind of an experiment.
And just old Grumpy, is that right?
Old Grumpy at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And it was all in fun. It's kind of weird how some people can't realize that some things are just a joke. I got a guy that worked at McDonald's that took it personally. It ain't that hard, dummy. But that was just to see how the character would go over, and there was a lot of good response. So I think we're going to take it this spring and make it a regular thing. And we're going to go do some fishing and some hunting and some traveling and some camping and just get outside of the house. We're even looking at a couple camp recipes in the Dutch oven. Just some fun fishing, shooting.
No, Anthony asked, are you guys racing in the King of the Hammers? I would love to race in the King of Hammers. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time. And even if you win, you're lucky to even break even.
You get a trophy.
Yeah, you get a trophy. And then if you get sponsorships, of course, that's a tough one to do as well, because then you're required to do all this stuff. But yeah, if I had the money, man, I would love to drive, race, have my dad as our spotter.
I'm good at spotting stuff.
I would love it. But no, we're just going to go down and spectate. We're just going to go down and watch the race. There's, I think Saturday is the qualifying for the UTV class. And then Sunday, I think they race it. Yeah. And then they're having King of the Motos, which is the dirt bikes. And they have 3 different classes of the main King of the Hammers. There's a Everyman's Challenge, which they try to limit the trucks close to stock, so anybody could build something and go down there and race it at a cheaper cost. The second one is, somewhere in the middle. And then the third one is the unlimited class. So those are the Ultra 4 cars that you can put as much money into the thing and race it if you want. And there's some amazing machines.
Just a heads up, everybody, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because if we have good enough reception out there, you can pretty well guarantee one of us is going to be going live.
Yeah, Anthony, we're taking all the GoPros. We're going to get as much footage down there as we can and put something together for you guys. Unfortunately, I cannot fly the drone there because they have an FTR or, what's that called? TFR. They'll have a TFR in place, which means
temporary restricted
flight restrictions. So we can't fly due to medical helicopters, media helicopters, and then their own media drones to cover. So drone footage is out. But yeah, a lot of video. Maybe go through the vendors, check out the cars.
I already found out where the hamburger joint is.
There you go. That's
I checked the map. Yeah. and the monster tent, trying to get a few freebies.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I like my monsters.
And a lot of those places you go to, the vendors, like say if Can-Am's there or Polaris Razor, you can sign up and they tend to give stuff away.
Cool.
I know there's some Dune takeovers, like say it's a Polaris Razor takeover at say Glamis Sand Dunes. If you sign up that weekend, they're giving away like 10 razors.
Wow.
Giving away.
Wow.
Right?
I got one.
So
I need a new one.
I don't know if they're going to do that here at the King of the Hammers, but we're definitely going to go through and check the vendors out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yes, buddy.
So
Yeah, back in, oh shoot, this was quite a while when we were skydiving. Our home drop zone was in Caldwell, Idaho. There was a guy that we jumped with. His name was Miles Dasher, and
Miles, yeah.
all of a sudden he showed up with a whole bunch of free Red Bull, and then we were doing a Jump for Diabetes, where we were doing tandem jumps, and most of the proceeds were going to diabetic research. And he showed up with a couple Red Bull girls that were walking around passing out Red Bull. And then guess what? All of a sudden we found out he's on the Red Bull Air Force. And if you look up the Red Bull Air Force, I think he's only part-time now. I think he's pretty much retired, but check it out. Air Force, Red Bull Air Force with Miles Dasher. He has a base jumping school in Twin Falls, Idaho, off of the bridge. Great guy. And if we ever get the X Country Adventures talk show back, we're going to try to get him on and see what he says about coming on. And he does the paramotor, he does the skydiving, he does base jumping, he even skydives with a kayak attached to him. And I think he started that. I think he was the first. Great guy. If you've ever been to a ball game where Red Bull flew in and landed on the field, he was probably one of them. Super nice guy. Super nice guy. We were doing tandems in Battle Mountain, Nevada, and we were both under canopy flying next to each other. It was at the end of all of our tandems. We were just doing a fun jump. And I looked over there, and he puts his hand down his pants and pulls out a can of Red Bull. This was when he was starting. And he chugged it down, then he crushed it down, put it back in his pants, and I was over there laughing. When we got on the ground, he said that wasn't a very smart thing to do because that crush can leaked that sticky Red Bull all over his underwear. He's a great guy, great guy. If you ever run across him, tell him hi and have a little chat with him. Or if you want to learn how to base jump, go to Twin Falls. He can teach you. So
hey, Dad, put your
story.
link. Put your link to your or type something in the chat so they can find you. Anthony's looking for your channel and can't find it. So Anthony, I'm sure you know, but when he types something, there's 3 dots that come up to the side of the name. You can click on those dots, and it gives you an option to go to his channel. There you go. Yeah, let us know if you're able to, if that worked for you.
The Grumpy's World is Instagram. I just started that. The son walked me through how to start that. I'm all hooked up on all this social media stuff now, man.
Well, what I was told is Facebook is for adults and Instagram is for the new kids. So
I don't like Facebook.
if you want to connect with the younger crowd, you've got to change platforms. So,
Facebook is all drama.
Right.
Yeah.
Instagram's cool because, it's a good place to post videos. A lot of it's pictures with stories. All right, Brent. See you later, buddy.
See you, Brent. Nice chatting.
Hey, Dad, check out Brent's channel too, and help if you like his content. Check him out.
Drones.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch some of those.
Yeah, cool. And for you guys that are watching, when you check someone's channel out, I would suggest not subscribing to them unless you're into that kind of content, and then you're going to watch their videos in full. If you just subscribe to someone, click on a video, type a comment, a like, and then you jump right back out, that actually hurts that person. YouTube considers it as like clickbait. And what clickbait is You've got a cool thumbnail. They click on it, and then the thumbnail has nothing to do with what's in the video. And then they back right out. So if you really want to support the community and your group of like-minded creators, be supportive and go in there and run playlists and watch their stuff. If you don't, it only hurts them.
If you're going to hop on the bus to the next station.
So like Anthony, Brent, I try to get on their channels and watch their content in full. So
I gotta check.
If you want to be supportive, that's the way to do it.
I gotta check my packing list real quick, make sure I got everything. Only got a few things I gotta pick up at Walmart.
Nice.
On the way.
And you're coming Sunday, right?
Saturday.
Well, you're driving Saturday.
Yep, I'll be there Saturday afternoon.
So you'll be there Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Let's see, 5,
okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll
Probably
be there
around 3 o'clock.
I'll be there Friday at noon. And they have the UTVs are qualifying Saturday. So I should be close around Hammertown. And I'll play around and see where I can find service if I have to. I'll try to run out somewhere, grab cell service, and send you a GPS location or something to where I'm at.
Okay. You said, are you going to be in Hammertown or outside of Hammertown?
I don't know. There's a group of guys. It's the North State group that goes down there, and I haven't decided if we're going to camp with them or not. But they've been doing it. They've been going down there, I think, for the last 5 years or so. So they kind of know the lay of the land.
Right.
And they would probably camp in a spot that's not so rowdy and, but yet close enough to see the action.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet you that this is not a go to bed at 9 o'clock and get some sleep at town, is it?
Man, I've heard stories of people riding dirt bikes and quads through full-blown camps at 3 o'clock in the morning doing 20 miles an hour. So, I mean, you think about it, do we risk going out on our own, trying to find the right location and say we don't? Would it be better to camp with a group? I don't know anybody that's in the group, so I don't know if personalities are going to match up. But yet they know where to camp, the places to drive out to.
My personal opinion is this is our first time at King of the Hammers, and we should experience Hammertown.
Right. To its fullest, huh?
To its fullest, whether we get no sleep or not.
Hey, I don't want my trailer burning down at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It might be like Burning Man, and there's naked women running everywhere.
They say it is Burning Man for the 4x4 guys.
Yahoo! I've been to Burning Man. Never went back when that guy rode by naked on a bicycle. Oh, that looked like it.
Sure, it's going to happen. Not from our trailer, but I'm sure it's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, you never know. I'm bringing beer.
But, instead of going down and having a bad experience, being able to be with a group that's like-minded, and them being able to kind of show us around and giving us good hints on what to do.
Yeah, they're willing to do that. Yeah.
I know the group is willing to bring us in. I've made contact with them. And then there's another guy that I don't know. It's kind of like a friend of a friend that says he's a pretty cool dude. I think he's camping elsewhere. So I'm trying to wait for his contact information.
Well, we're using your trailer, so you decide where you're going to park.
Yeah. So, yeah. So if you guys are lurking in the chat, jump on the live chat, say hi.
I thought you were going to start getting loaded.
Brent's got to leave. He's probably already gone. Anthony, I think, is still in here.
I got to cook.
I think Dylan
chicken.
said he was going to come back in. Try new hobbies. He took off. He's got family time going on. And then Addison, I'm not sure where Addison took off to.
Anthony said he's still here.
Love the Dunes the best. Addison loves the Dunes the best. I wonder if Addison is one of Brooklyn's friends.
Dunes are fun.
Cool. Anthony, are you going to do any live streams? I think Anthony did a couple before his trip, and I got on. I'm trying to get him to do another one, but I've got quite a few other creators that I try to keep in touch with. So with work and family and doing the video stuff, I'm afraid that I miss some of my friends out there when they go live. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys got questions about YouTube and how things work, I'm not an expert, but I've done a lot of research on my own. Oh, Anthony's talking about it. He says work schedule's crazy right now. We're going back to Stan OK in September. Yes, everyone go live. Yeah. Cool, man. Don't work too hard.
I'm checking out one of his videos right now. He's doing a little snorkeling.
Yeah, I think that was his vacation. Yeah, I think so.
Well, Anthony, if you decide to go to Maui, I can hook you up with a friend of mine that has a dive shop. Take you out shark diving if you want. It's always good to have people that have friends that have a drop zone, friends that have a dive shop. Friends
Yeah, we'll have to jump on Anthony's channel when he goes live here.
Yes.
One of these days. And Anthony, it doesn't hurt, if you have spare time on the weekend to start something up and just get in there and chit chat. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here. I need to actually get ready to go to King of the Hammers and get everything loaded, but I'm just kind of enjoying talking to you guys here in the shop. So
Anthony said we have always talked about Hawaii.
Oh, there you go.
If you do Hawaii, Maui, in my opinion, is a good place to go. Lahaina is a small town. It's just so relaxing and so friendly there. I just love Lahaina. But if you go to Hawaii, you have to go to Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
You have to do that at least once. And there's more than just Pearl Harbor there. There's the Missouri, the battleship Missouri, and I think it's a Bowfin.
The submarine.
Bowfin. Yeah, the Bowfin. Went through all that. There's plenty to see. But if you want to go scuba diving, Rich Carmen, his dive shop, I believe he can get you recreational diving certified in 3 days. And I took a friend up there and put him through the class. And all of your dives are in the ocean. No pools. It's all in the ocean. And I talked Rich into letting Louis, my friend was Louis, do his checkout dive with some sharks. There's a pier, a concrete pier that had collapsed. And there's a lot of white-tipped sharks that hang around in there, and a lot of it's like a what do you call it, a reef, a man-made reef now. A lot of lot of sea life in there. But Louis got his check out while he was swimming with sharks, and he sucked up a lot of air on that first shark.
Hello, Dylan.
Hey, there's Dylan.
So, guys, this is Dylan Pankow, the guy I was telling you about, that goes out up into the forest. He does like camping videos, the dispersed camping areas that a lot of people don't know about. He shows people where those places are, and he's a freaking phenomenal drone pilot. So check him out. He's a small YouTube creator that's struggling like all of us. So, yep, Dylan, we're just hanging out in the shop right now. I need to get ready for King of the Hammers that's coming up, and I was gonna open up the garage and load everything up while Dad was reading the chat off to us.
Get to it.
Yeah, but I'm just enjoying just talking with everybody here. Yeah, Dylan, you do awesome work, man. And I know how it is being a small YouTube creator and trying to promote yourself out there. You really have to show YouTube that you're doing something for them to start promoting any of your content. So, but with the small community that we have, we can help each other out. Dylan Anthony, he does a lot of vacation out of the country type trips. He's got some cool videos. Was he swimming with sharks, or I think there was a cave. He was swimming in a cave and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool video. He does some live streams as well. Yeah, Dylan is my guy to go to when I have no clue of what settings to use in a camera. That guy has so much freaking knowledge up in his head.
I was just looking at his channel.
Yeah, I met him up in the forest. He was like the first YouTube creator that I met out in the real world. He's like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I was like, hey, I do too. So, Dad, I think you would like his little video he did in Reno at the gun shop or the shooting range.
Oh, really?
He's actually going back here soon to do a one that's a bit better than the one that he did.
I'll have to find that one and watch it.
Because the original one that he did was kind of like a family trip where him and his boy just went there and did some shooting. Camera was kind of, filming was kind of second to them having fun being priority. Where now I think he's going back to be a little bit as the priority number one being the filming of the place. So yeah, on Thursday.
Sweet.
Yeah, right. Machine guns. We got to go there.
Machine guns.
I'll tell them that I watched your video.
Oh, they have some fully automatic weapons that let you shoot in their range. I got you.
Oh, Anthony Holmes said he lost us.
Uh-oh.
The chat's still up. Can you check that on your end to see if it's still going, or Dylan?
Huh.
Did it stop?
Don't know yet.
You said the chat's still up. Oh, Dylan says he sees and hears both of us, so we're still good.
Yeah, still good on my end.
Anthony.
I have to run and get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Dylan, Hobbit Hunter here, he's my dad. He lives over in Nevada. He's quite the adventurous type person as well. He skydives, flies paramotors with me, scuba dives, active hunter, camper, lots of stuff. We used to ride street bikes. I think our biggest trip was up through Montana into Canada, then from Canada driving to the west to Vancouver Islands. And then from Vancouver Islands, after a couple days there, we came back down into California. I don't want to give it out, but it's kind of mid Nevada. He's a bit ways from Reno. Yeah, Dylan, street bikes are dangerous. Drivers forget how to look. That is a very true statement, but I used to ride street bikes a lot, and I need to get back into it. But it's a lot of managing your own risk, knowing that every single person at a stop sign or every person that you're passing on the freeway is going to come out to hit you. There's a couple times that I've been ran off the freeway, but I already had a plan in store that if that happened, I would cross the white line, ride that 5 feet of pavement, wait till they pass, and I get back in. That's happened like 2 or 3 times. So it's a lot of managing the risk. But for me, I feel more comfortable on a motorcycle than I do in my pickup. Bikes can accelerate faster, they can brake faster, they can swerve faster. It's all on your skill and where you ride. So, yep. You should always, even in the pickup, I've learned driving skills from riding a motorcycle that I now use in my pickup. Because everybody you got to assume is going to drive out and hit you. We're talking about motorcycles a little bit there, Hobbit.
Road?
Yeah, road street bikes. Dylan was saying they're dangerous, but I was explaining it's about managing the risk and having the state of mind that everybody's going to come out and hit you, and have a plan in place. That's happened to us a couple times, huh?
Yeah. And there's a lot of different rules that you want to set up, like on a 2-lane road in town, you don't want to go to the right side of a truck because a lot of times they hit that left lane to make a sweeping turn into a parking lot. Just stuff like that you live by. And the biggest tip I can give anybody is watch the other driver's eyes. They'll tell you whether they are seeing you or not.
Anthony's back.
Anthony!
He's back. Yeah.
Yay.
It scares me about trucks too, are the blowouts.
Yes. Yeah, when you go to pass a truck, get past the truck.
Yeah, right.
Don't
There's
ride
no
off his
lingering.
wheels. No. It's I'm willing to do 100 miles an hour to get past those guys.
Right. Oh, I got some good news for you.
For me?
Yes.
Yes.
So I found a device on Amazon that will take the 3 jacks. Is it VCA? Is that what you call them? The red, white, and yellow that you plug into
behind
VCR?
the TV. Yeah.
Right. So I can plug in that way. It goes in through this like little digital box into a USB on a computer, and you can convert anything from a tape digitally onto your computer. So all that footage of us going up into Canada, I can save in a digital format.
Oh. I don't even know what I did with mine.
I can't play that in the video recorder that I have because that thing's chewing tapes up now.
Uh-oh.
So I can't even play it back.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to buy, I think there's a tape cassette that you can open up and you can put one of the smaller, is it the 8mm tapes in?
Right.
The VHS-C or something like that. And then you close it and you can put it in a VCR and then they'll play it. Oh, RCA jack. Yep. Dylan got it. See, dude, Dylan is my phone a friend, dude.
That a boy. Dylan. Yeah. I had a camera question. I can't remember it now because it ticked me off.
Dylan would be the guy to ask, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying really, really hard to figure it out now. I got to find an inverter guy to hook up an inverter into my toy hauler. They want $900 in Elko.
Dylan builds tiny houses too.
I love tiny houses.
So if you have electrical stuff, I'm sure he would be able to tell you.
Yeah, I want to build a tiny house in California and one in Idaho.
Oh, there you go. He'd
So
probably build you one.
when I retire, I just go and I have everything there to stay, and I can stay as long as I want. But see, the key is Nevada is home base because there's no state income tax. So
Dylan's is for sale.
right. I just bought me a tiny home. It's called a toy hauler.
But you need that one to go set up somewhere else though, right? Like you said. Put it in my backyard.
Yep, that's the plan.
Hey, Dylan's not far from me. You purchase it, I'll set it up for you.
I'll live with the chickens.
That's right.
Actually, I was wanting to talk Sandy into letting me put it over by the barn.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Dylan, if you get a chance, post your other channel where you guys were doing the tiny house builds. And then, Dad, you can go check that stuff out.
I will.
And check out Dylan's channel too.
Yeah, that's true. Toy hauler equals tiny home.
Right?
Yeah.
But Dylan can tell you the difference between the toy hauler and the tiny home. There is a major difference between the two.
Foundation.
I'll let him explain it to you when he comes back. Dylan, do you want to come on this show? Yeah, I think he jumped away real quick, but I could send Dylan the code to get in.
That all those tapes that we have of all that stuff that we did, that would be nice to do over the years. You know, one little clip from here, one little clip for there. Because I've got all that skydiving and all that scuba diving tape. Oh. You all right?
You still hear me?
Yeah. What'd you do?
Dropped my phone.
Oh no!
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wow.
You better go start getting loaded, dude.
Dude, I got too many cords.
You got to go to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Now my computer's like doing weird stuff. Yeah, I got too many cords like all over the place here. But the thing is I'm leaving. I took Thursday off. So even if it takes me the morning to load up, I can still drive down there because I'm going to stop halfway anyways.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking about either stopping in Bakersfield or going all the way up to Barstow.
Well, you're dang near there if you're in Barstow.
Yeah, but in Barstow, I'm going to get water and fuel.
Oh, okay.
It's a big truck stop, so I'll just stay the night there real quick.
Gotcha.
It's not like I need the sleep because they're only qualifying on Saturday, and you're not there, so I can get plenty of sleep.
Thanks a lot.
What? What?
Well, you're not going to be there, so I can get some sleep.
Well, yeah, I don't have to entertain you.
It's a 9-hour drive for me.
Yeah, it's probably close to 8-9 hours for me as well.
I'm 3 minutes faster than you, according to the map.
Oh.
But you'll be pulling a trailer, so that'll be a little different.
I'm going to send Dylan the link here real quick. Is it zoom.usa?
Yeah.
US or USA?
I believe that was it.
Click on join meeting. use code
He said I text you my
Yeah.
email address to send me a link.
I'm doing that now.
Okay.
I gotta pull up. Oh, I almost got that wrong.
Yeah,
But-
we got a lot of video. from
Dylan,
back
if you want to get started, go into your browser, click on Zoom or type in zoom.us. And then in the upper right, you'll see join meeting. Okay, I sent it to you, Dylan. So yeah, since we got people in here, I figured I'd just chat it up a little bit.
Well, that's nice. I should probably fix my background, huh?
Yeah,
It's pushed off to the side because my lazy boy keeps bumping it.
yeah. Anthony says great content on Dylan's channel. Yeah, he's man, just like us, all the small creators, building some great content, but it's just so tough to get your name out there. Yeah, if you got any questions for him, Anthony, drones, cameras, tiny houses, the guy is full of knowledge. It's amazing.
I'm full of it.
Yeah, you're just full of
Yeah, full
stuff.
of it.
And I think Dylan's going to be doing some how-to videos too. He's done a. Hey, there he is.
Hey, Dylan.
He's getting his audio. Audio's in.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, everybody,
How
how's
are
it
you?
going? I got a fancy new headset.
Nice. Yeah, so I was telling Anthony here that he's saying that you got some great content on your channel. And I was saying that you did a couple live streams of you just editing some film. For me, watching that live stream, I picked up a lot of stuff from you.
Well, good.
Like the little shortcuts that you can use and from Premiere Pro.
Well, that's what we're all here for, right? Is to help each other out and learn from each other. Premiere
Right.
Pro is not my only part of the arsenal. Photoshop, Lightroom, and After
Right.
Effects is the newest one. It's the most amount of fun.
So Dylan, let me introduce you to my dad here, Hobbit Hunter.
Well, hello there, Dad.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going fantastic. Yeah, I don't know if Brian filled you in on like the meeting, but I was in the middle of nowhere up off FH7 and we're looking for a spot to camp. And next thing I know, here comes Brian in his truck. I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do?
He didn't give you a ticket, did he?
Nope. And then I I happened to mention I was, like Brian was saying, a YouTube creator. And next thing I know, another truckload of people show up with badges on the truck. Uh-oh, what did I do? I've only been here for like a minute and a half. So
It's
anyway,
a cell phone. They follow you.
yeah, well, previously it was the drone. Yeah, everybody's like, uh-oh, what's that sound going on? But
Yeah.
no, it was kind of, I guess, I don't want to use the word serendipity, but yeah, it's been a great adventure learning from each other, helping each other out, and we kind of fill in each other's blanks as far as YouTube creating and editing and filming and drones and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah. And what he gets from me is, I don't know how to do it.
Well, together we can make it happen.
Yeah. Last night, I just signed up on Instagram.
Hey, Dad, we put Addison to sleep.
Oh.
Addison said, sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh, who is that? Would you get your dog?
Oh, we need to tell ghost stories or something, huh?
So Dylan,
yes,
you ready to go King of the Hammers?
No, I was telling the wife about that, but I'd like to, but I'm going to the shooting range. They're comping me $400 to go up there.
Oh wow,
that's kind of hard to resist, to go shoot a bunch of class 3 guns that we're not even allowed to think about over here.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Please.
Yeah, you're from California. Are you sure that it's not going to stick to you and cause problems?
Oh, probably. I don't care.
It'd be a big sign on your forehead. I shot a weapon.
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, I've got the video of the last time I was there. My son's shooting a M1919 belt-fed machine gun. So
Yeah. Yes.
if it's outdoors, I'm all about it. Bikes, quads, shooting, driving, all about it.
Yeah, well, it's like Brian there in Northern California. My grandkids, I'd move back there in a second if it wasn't for the gun laws.
Yeah, I hear you.
Half my guns are illegal.
Yeah, I'm actually moving to North Carolina this June or July.
Oh, wow.
From what I understand, I'll be able to have a little more freedom as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, California is just ridiculous.
Yeah, everybody wants it their way, and they want to be treated and the pronouns and this and that. And well, I understand you want to be known as he, she, this, and you want your gun-free zones and drug-free zones, but why make more laws? Can't we just all get along?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I've been called so many things. I'm retired law enforcement, so I've been called so many things. Calling me a she or a he doesn't really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. Like,
What the heck is wrong with you people?
yeah, I don't mind. I'll respect it. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
just when you make me do it by making new laws, it's like California's just getting ridiculous.
Yes.
Ridiculous. You can walk
Yes.
down the street and smoke a joint, but yet I have to worry about calling him or her, and I don't. Anyway, change
Yeah.
the topic before we upset somebody. Hurt some feelings, as they say.
Yeah, here we go. Feeling alert.
I watched this little thing on YouTube called "The Coddling of the American Mind" the other day. It's an hour long. It's kind of a long thing, but he's got some really good points on how we're just like worried too much about people's feelings when we talk, and nobody's allowed to express themselves anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah. There are certain people I don't like. Lazy, lazy crybabies. I don't like them.
There are, I hate to say it, but entitlement. I expect to just sit on my couch and smoke my joint, and I want you to pay for my health care.
Right.
Exactly.
No, go get a job.
Yeah.
The rest of us do.
Right.
Baby boomers. I'm a baby boomer, man. There's not many of us left.
Yeah, there's some good ones there are left, though.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm going to refuse to go anywhere.
Good. We'll stick around for a while because you got some tiny houses to enjoy.
I'm going to put one in every state and just go visit it every once in a while.
There you go. And when you don't like it, you can always move it. Oh, it's a little too far twisted to the south or the north. Just move it.
Anthony says that he's from Kentucky. You can't hurt my feelings.
Well, I'm moving to the Carborough area of North Carolina, so I'll be near Kentucky.
Is that for sure?
Yeah, it's pretty much for sure.
Really?
Yeah, we got a somewhat of an offer on the table for the house already.
Is it work that's driving you that way, or
No? So it started with the fires. My would-be mother-in-law, my father-in-law, his girlfriend, is twice now had to run with fire in the rearview mirror. She's done with that, just done. So she said, "I'm moving," and he said, "Well, now I'm in this, torn because I want to stay with Dylan, the wife, and the kids, but I want to stay with you." So then it came up, well, why don't we just all go? So with the Part 107, I can make as much money here as I can there. The only thing I'm losing is what I've started with, exploring the forest and sharing those videos, and the resources I have as far as work and colleagues. So that's going to be a loss, but I mean, it can be made up just about anywhere. And if my cost of living's far cheaper, also I'm getting some subsidy from the father-in-law. He doesn't want to own a house anymore, but he doesn't mind buying or chipping in on a house so he doesn't have to pay rent. So I'm going to be subsidized to own the house because he doesn't want his name on the title. So it's kind of hard to turn that down when I have to, when the paint needs to be redone or the roof leaks, I got to fix it. Okay, no problem.
So
Anthony wants to know if you're going to be on the coast or in the mountains.
No, my thing was I don't want to be anywhere near the coast because of hurricanes. So we're going Carborough and Chapel Hill areas pretty west. So we'll be from what I understand, there'll be really nasty tropical storms.
Yeah, Maryland was wanting to know if you're going to get some blue crab. So Maryland, nope, sorry.
They have medication for that. So yeah, it's pretty much a for sure thing. But it's where one door closes, another one opens, right? got to think positively. And yeah, I was actually looking at toy haulers last night because I got to move all my stuff. And one of them is a small trailer. It's a 6x10, which Brian's seen, which would fit inside a toy hauler. And if I got one big enough, in theory, I could put all my, because we're downsizing just amazingly right now, just getting rid of, purge. Put all the rest of the stuff in there, and we could save on hotel fees. I wouldn't have to get a U-Haul that's going to cost $4,000 plus fuel. So I wonder. So I went looking last night at some of them, but they're still not quite, for something we wouldn't use that often, it's not quite justifiable yet.
Well, you'd be surprised once you have it setting there, you start planning to go places.
Yeah, right.
Well, I got the nice truck to pull it with, so that's not the issue. But yeah, we're going to sell this tiny house. I'm actually inside mine right now. It's basically my office and my bedroom. I'm below my bed. My bed's up there. I have a half bath on the wall over here, so I have a toilet and a sink. In the house, I shower and cook. So this one doesn't actually have a shower or a kitchen.
There's the toy hauler right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I did all my hunting, all my camping with a jumping jack. Have you ever seen one of those?
Yeah, it's in construction for compacting the soil.
No.
Oh.
A jumping jack trailer, it's like a utility trailer with a tent box in it.
Okay.
That it takes about 5 minutes to set it up, but it's got the fold over top, so you put your side-by-side or your four-wheeler up on top.
Oh, okay.
So you pull it off, open it up, and there's a tent that pops up. Pretty good size one. And that's what I always used. The first time in Dumont Dunes, Brian invited me, and I showed up with my jumping jack, which worked just fine, except for the 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Right. I'm surprised though.
Plop, all night long. I didn't get no sleep, and it was cold.
Canvas walls is what the noise was?
Yeah. It's a tent.
It held up though.
Yes, it held up real nice.
I think it moved a couple feet, but it didn't go anywhere.
It moved exactly 2 feet. Yeah. So now I have a toy hauler with the furnace.
Yeah, I like to live more comfortably as I get older. Right now, my 6x10 doubles is my utility trailer for work, where all my tools. But then I dump everything in the garage, and then I load in my camping gear that's all in totes. So that's my version of an RV. I've got a Mr. Buddy heater, a really nice foam pad. I've got LEDs lining the inside, so it's actually fairly nice considering it's just a box.
Yeah. Well, the jumping jack, I still have it because I can pull my side-by-side off of it and unhook it from the pickup and hook it to the side-by-side and go further in. So where the pickup can't go. So,
okay. Yeah, there's quite a few of those kinds of places where the pickup can't go,
especially in Nevada.
Yeah, I have an 87 Toyota pickup, which I'm also selling, but I'm more of a two-wheel kind of guy. I like being on a motorcycle. That's where I feel most comfortable, with the exception of the street. I don't feel comfortable. There's too many bad drivers out there.
A lot of them. There's even good drivers that kill you.
Yeah, I like to think of myself as a good driver, and we've all got our oops moments. So
yeah. Well, I had a woman that came out of a stop sign in Elko that she almost got me. It was inches, and she ended up behind me. When I got to the stop sign, she pulled up beside me, and I went, maybe she really wants to nail me. She rolled down her window, and she was crying and apologizing. Her and her husband are always on their motorcycles. And she felt so bad. She says, I always cuss those people that do that. And here I am. I just did it to you. Don't worry about it.
That was nice of her, though.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, being somebody that rides, boy, he makes a lot of noise, doesn't he? Being one of a person.
Am I making too much noise?
Oh, it's loud. Yeah. She was feeling really embarrassed and really scared and really upset. So she'll look twice next time.
Yeah, well, as long as nobody got hurt in that lesson, that's the important part.
Well, be honest, there's been several that have happened to that. A friend of mine, Patty, was riding behind me, and I saw the guy coming out of the gas station, and I knew he didn't see me because I was watching his eyes, and I started slowing down, almost come to a full stop, and he right out in front. She goes, "How did you know?" Yeah, you start learning and start getting an instinct for it after a while.
Yeah, like I commented earlier, one of my son rides his bicycle to and from school.
Yeah.
Assume no driver sees you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is Brian actually finally packing now? Because
Yeah.
I think that's what's in the title, is getting ready for King of the Hammers 4x4 race. And every time the couple of times I've passed things, I've been leaving this playing. He's been on that little corner right over here, talking.
He's been having too much fun talking.
And he's drinking Pepsi, it looks like. So.
No, it's not Pepsi.
Well,
I don't know
what's the age restriction or not, so I'm assuming
his
anyway.
video feed for me is frozen.
Oh yeah, I see a little line through it.
Is it frozen up?
Yeah. There's a.
Oh,
it
no.
says your mic isn't working, but you're.
Yeah, he's got another one going through his phone. That's what we're hearing him on, is his phone.
Oh yeah, your live feed's going. I see you.
Yeah, it's going now.
Yeah,
That's
trying to
why
get ready.
That's why you brought me on as a distractor, so you could start packing.
Right.
Yeah.
Either that or show off your toys.
Keep everybody entertained.
I'll do my best. Maybe it's my smile.
Anthony said it's looking good from his end, Shadow.
Copy. Good deal.
Yeah.
I like the last video you did, Brian, with the radio chatter. That was really
That
cool.
was cool, wasn't
It
it?
added a neat aspect to the video.
Yeah.
It definitely had me going. And then watching that, I think it was at the end, watching that guy do that wheelie, and then he makes the turn while doing a wheelie. Dude.
Well, out there riding, you say so many things in the car when you're out there on the dunes, and you're not capturing that. So
Yeah.
I wanted to capture those first impressions of, say my wife's in the passenger seat and go, oh, that's beautiful, and then do a cut shot to like the coast or something. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I wanted to capture, and I learned how to plug that into the radio.
How did you plug into the radio to get that?
So the intercom system is actually a 4-seater. So I've got a cable that plugs into the 4th seat, and it picks up the audio, so you can hear the intercom and the radio traffic.
You hook it up right into your GoPro?
You're right. Yep.
That's pretty slick. My Osmo won't do that.
So I got 2 GoPros for 2 different angles that I want to shoot, and I have them both running at the same time. One picks up the environment sound, and the other one picks up the audio out of the radio.
Oh, okay.
And my Osmo only has a USB Type-C on it. There's no audio.
Yeah, well, GoPro makes an adapter that plugs into that, and it splits into power and microphone.
Okay.
And that's how I'm able to do it. Now, the intercom that I have is actually Bluetooth, and I can do the car-to-car, and it comes in really clear without the static. But for some reason, I'm not picking up the radio traffic when I do a Bluetooth recording to my phone.
Is that like a Senna or whatever they use in motorcycle?
No.
We have the Sennas for paramotors. They're not working that well.
But you got a fair distance between you guys in those things, don't you?
Well,
there's 2 of you. You've been cloned.
Yes. How do I? Oh, maybe I can just.
Now it's like the real Brady Bunch. Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Can I switch my? How do you switch?
It's on the wall.
Yeah, we found with the Sennas, if you turn your head and get your head in between the radio and the radio, it'll cut out on you on the chat, the Bluetooth chat. So we weren't really that happy.
So here's sitting in the car, and then I've got the radio mounted here with the intercom below it, and these 2 are tied into each other. So
Anthony's saying that every time he picks up his GoPro that he learns something new.
Oh,
Anthony, every time I call Brian to ask him what to do, I learn something new.
Yeah, GoPro's got a lot of stuff for them, but I wanted to try something different. That's why I went with the Osmo. But it's just everybody has GoPro. Not many people have the Osmo, so I'll give it a try.
GoPro was very, very smart when they first started up. I remember back when we were skydiving, they were giving GoPros away to all these hotshot skydivers and motorcyclists and all this X-country stuff. Those are what do you call it? Extreme sports guys.
Mhm.
They got all their GoPros free. That was the smartest thing GoPro ever did. When I was skydiving, I used what was called a Contour.
Okay.
Excellent camera. Has just as good a quality, if not better, than GoPro. It's a lot more low profile. It sets flatter instead of sticking way up there. We've had guys that have their lines when skydiving wrap around their GoPro.
Ooh,
That's not a
that's
good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bridle on the drogue chute just wraps up there, and you're stuck. You're done. With the Contour, it was really, really flat, and the lens rotated, so you could lay it on its side or put it on the side of your helmet like this, or put it on the top because the lens would rotate.
Oh, nice.
It was a real nice camera. I still got it. I still use it when I skydive. My helmet's set up for it. But GoPro, they were smart. They were so smart.
So Anthony's asking about the Osmo. I don't have much. The only experience I have with GoPros is my Session and a Hero 4. And then I jumped and got the Osmo. I absolutely love this camera. So I can't really, what I'm getting at is I can't really compare it to the new GoPro 7 or 8. But I love the fact that everything on this thing is touchscreen. And also you can, let's see, you have a front-facing display. To me, that's invaluable. When I'm out doing a vlog and I'm out walking around, I can see myself and what's going on. You can buy Polar Pro filters. This filter on the front just unscrews. You can put on ND filters, a PL filter for polarized. I love the fact that everything is just touch sensitive. It's all very intuitive to set up and change the volume, watch the videos, change all your settings, and you can do the voice controls, or you can do it from your phone. Because I'm doing that, like I was saying, I'm going to the shooting range this Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be filming. I'm going to put this out in front, and then I can use my phone to remotely see it. And the rock steady on this is truly rock steady. I've actually not bolted it, but clipped it onto the side view mirror of my truck. And when I'm going down the road and the truck's going, bumping down the road, the truck moves in the frame, but the footage doesn't move. So again, I can't really compare it to the GoPro, but I bought this one as open box for I think $325, if I'm not mistaken, and I have no regrets, none whatsoever. I have a 3-axis gimbal I can put it on also if I want to turn off the Rocksteady, because Rocksteady on both the GoPro and the Osmo just ever so slightly crops your footage to make up for that movement. So it allows the footage to move without changing your aspect ratio.
Wow.
So being able to turn off the Rocksteady or whatever the same equivalent feature would be with the GoPro, having the 3-axis gimbal, and it was like $79-$80, relieves you and gives you back your normal aspect ratio. So if I had to, if I was asked, on a 1 to 9 or 1 to 10 scale, I'd say I'm at a 9 with this thing. The audio is fantastic. The wind reduction is great. All the footage is crystal clear. I generally use Decinelike though, so I have to color grade my own footage. I haven't done any automatic settings because I do enough with cameras that I understand the settings, and I'll generally go for the manual settings. But yeah, I love this thing. But then again, I'm also biased. I have 3 DJI drones. I have the DJI Crystal Sky. I've got a ton of filters for my Mavic 2 Pro. I even bought the anamorphic lens for my Mavic 2 Pro from moment when the day it came out on Kickstarter. I was on there and paid the $200 for that. So I guess you could say I'm kind of biased to DJI. But again, the audio, the video, it's all phenomenal. Oh, I also recently got so the camera itself stock is waterproof, I think 30 feet. I bought the waterproof case. Now it's waterproof to 150 meters, I think, or something like that. Anyway, some ridiculous depth. And all the buttons are still on the outside. And I think this was $20.
Yeah, I've got one of those for my Canon camera that works to 90 meters, I think it is.
For a DSLR?
Just little Canon camera.
Canon, like this is a DSLR.
No, no,
Okay.
one of the little square $200.
Oh, point and shoot kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
but it works great. I got a lot of video, and the cool thing is the last time I was in Maui, I was doing a lot of videoing. I'm an early riser. I'm up at 4:30, 4 o'clock.
I get it.
And the buddy of mine that went with me, he slept till I woke him up.
Hmm.
So what I'd do is I would take my laptop, and when I got up, I had the coffee pot out on the lanai. You're not supposed to call it a balcony when you're in Hawaii. It's a lanai.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Bathroom, but sure.
they said the balcony was a lanai, so I don't know. I had the coffee pot out there, and I'd take my laptop out there and close the sliding glass door so I didn't wake him, and I'd make my Kona coffee, and I would download all my stuff. Well, I kept the volume down on that little camera, on the laptop, so that I didn't make a lot of noise and wake him up. It wasn't until I got home that I turned the volume up and realized I was picking up whale songs with that little camera.
Oh, sweet. That's really nice.
Just as clear as I've been in the water when they were very, very close,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get out of the water because it's so loud. But these were a long ways off to where I didn't hear them with my own ears, but the camera was picking them up, and it was just clear as day. And
Well,
I'm
that's
going,
cool.
damn, I wish I would have known that. I'd hold my breath a little bit and not got
Yeah.
so much, not have gotten so much bubble noise, exhale noise. But yeah, it was very, very cool to have whale songs recorded.
Oh, I'll bet it was. I'm digging for goodies here while we talk. That's one of the things I love about the Osmo is even so I've gone swimming with it before down to about 3 or 4 feet. I'm not a scuba diver, and the audio is crystal clear underwater. But the moment I pull it out, within like a second or two, I'm back to crystal clear audio out of the water.
So it shifts automatically.
Oh yeah, but it seems somehow clears itself out because I'm sure there's some sort of pocket where water, you'd think residual water would stay on the microphone and cause it to not pick up the vibrations correctly.
Right.
No, within a second or two, this is right back to normal. Again, I'm not a diver, so I can't relate to that too much, but I can't find it. I carry a digital audio recorder now. So like Brian's recording the audio through a jack in his GoPro. I carry the digital audio recorder because I got tired of the wind noise. Granted, right. I'm talking about wind noise on a GoPro 4 versus on the Osmo, which has wind reduction built in. I can put on a lapel mic or just set it down and take audio B-roll next to a creek or a river or what have you. Or when there's birds flying around, it just picks up the audio so much better. So yeah, it's phenomenal when you come home and you're like, oh, I actually captured that. How nice.
Yeah.
One of the other big things for me, what?
How much, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
How much do those run kind of like secondhand on eBay or?
I bought mine brand new from B&H Photo for like $69.
Oh, that's not bad.
With like all 5-star reviews.
Is that Bluetooth or does that hardwire? Or is it just digital recorder?
It has audio jack in and audio jack out, so you could get a remote mic. But I actually have a they call them, the slang term is a dead cat, goes over the microphones for the wind noise for the DAR. But then I also have the dead cat and a foam cover and a no cover for the lapel mic, which has an amplifier and a 20-foot cord. I think I got everything for $100.
And how much sound could you record in that device?
I have a 2 gigabyte card, and I've recorded like 4 hours and not even dented the card size.
Okay.
So
because that would be handy because I could put that in the car, and anytime I go run, I just turn it on, and then I can just manage my GoPros and not have to worry about the audio.
Yeah, well, the only thing you got is, here it is. The only thing is you got one more learning curve is your audio levels. Here, this is the one I have.
Right.
See if it shows up correctly. Anyway, this is the one I have. You want to keep the settings when the audio is going. Let's see if I can turn it on between 9 and 12 decibels. But that can change depending on where you are. So if you're just doing conversation or you're talking, that's not a problem. Let's see, record. So I don't know if you can see the slider bar going back and forth. You can, but
yeah.
So all the way over next to the end of the slider though, as I'm talking, I'm seeing a negative number because 0 is the ceiling. It can't, that's like distortion above that.
Right.
I want it to be between 9 and 12, 12 being slightly lower. But I just press the buttons over left and right. But if I'm going from one environment to another, it has to be changed. But if you're just doing your audio recording on your radios per se, there's there's an input jack right in the front. Plug that in and it'll record that only. And you
Nice.
could just set your audio level to that. And yeah, literally the 2 gigabyte card, good luck filling it up. Good luck.
Okay.
And that's
Good to know.
It's going to record, I don't know how you define Ultra HD, in audio, but it's phenomenal quality.
When you get a chance, send me that link.
Sure, yeah. And then
I
the
might
dead
pick one of
cat
those
gets
up.
kind of bulky, but it's not a big
Right.
deal. And it does have audio out for headphones also. So if you want to monitor headphones.
Hold that up again. No, the
dead cat.
Dead cat.
the dead cat
So it's basically got a
kind
hole
of
in the
matches,
bottom.
doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Hey, twinsies.
But yeah, it just slides right over the front real fast, real quick, and real easy. And the wind noise is pretty much non-existent, probably hurricane speeds. And there is also 1/4x20 thread in the bottom. So you can put it on a tripod. And it is very much directional also. So if you're recording out of these, the way you move it will definitely show up when you go to render the audio. And Premiere Pro makes it very easy to sync the audio between your 2 devices. As long as your audio is not highly distorted,
Right.
it's extremely easy to drag the audio, put it on a layer below the audio from your camera, and hit synchronize. Sometimes it takes a while. It's like rendering a file, but it'll do it automatically. And it does it flawlessly as long as your
Right.
audio is good quality.
Oh, wow. You need that for your radios and just turn it on and leave it on.
Right.
Because on that video, I was waiting to hear my announcement that you didn't put in there. You must not have been recording.
It was very low volume. I think that's one of the issues I had on a couple of the rides is the cord. I don't know if it came out, but it didn't capture the audio. And that was at one of those times.
I thought
So-
that would have been a good start for the video.
I was going to use it because I was looking for it, but you can just like barely hear it off one of the GoPros.
One of the other features that's kind of nice about this thing that I can point out real quick is it's actually also got a hold button. So you don't accidentally press a button and stop the recording. You can lock the buttons so they don't work. So I keep this in the pouch locked so it doesn't turn on. But then I'll turn it off. I'll turn off the lock, turn it on, get all my settings right, hit record, and then I'll hit lock again. And that way, when I have it in my back pocket and I'm using my lapel mic, I don't accidentally stop the recording.
Chad's here.
So Dylan, if you don't know Chad's one of our stalkers. He comes over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he comes over to this channel and he goes over to Hobbit's channel. He's usually the first guy that jumps on when we're doing a live
Within
stream.
5 seconds of when we start up a live, he's on.
There's just one rule that we have when he's in the chat.
Hello, Rob.
One
What's that?
rule: we don't talk about apples.
Yeah,
Okay.
he kind of went off on Bigfoot like an apples on one show. So we don't let him talk about apples.
Hey,
Chad,
Rob.
it's nice to see you again. Hey, Rob.
Rob,
there was
hear
a,
us.
I did notice there's another comment about filters. Let me go back to that here. Where was that? They were asking about the blue and red filters. Now, to be completely honest,
For underwater.
well, you can use them out of water too. If you're doing like photography for like flowers where you really want that color balance correct, those would be good. Your sky and whatnot. But every single one of my filters are just ND filters and polarized filters and nothing more. I find they do fantastic for me. Everything else, all the settings I do in camera, they seem intimidating when you look at all the different settings on them. But once it's like looking under the hood of a car. Oh my God, there's so much stuff. Well, hold on a second, narrow it down. You got your battery charging system, your air conditioning system, your ignition system, and your intake, your exhaust. Okay, those don't sound so bad. Just slow it down and learn one aspect at a time, and you'll be in like Flynn, as they say. So if I were to say I've said it before, the filters, if I was to start over again and not get into too in depth and too pro level, I guess, what do they call that? prosumer, I guess, I'd just get like an ND8, 16, and a 32. That's going to cover your daily, like out in the clouds. It's cloudy here, or when you're out in the snow, use an ND32, and that way you can keep your shutter speed at the correct frame rate, so you don't get this blurry, choppy weirdness. So I hope, Anthony, that answers your question. If you have more, feel free to chime in. I'll do my best to answer them.
Yeah, he was kind of asking about the red filters in scuba diving, filming when you're scuba diving. Red, the color red in the spectrum is the first one you lose underwater, the deeper you go down, and everything turns to blue and greens. And those filters are put on to add some red to your video or your photos.
There you go.
In scuba diving, because shoot, what is it? 30 feet? 30 feet, all your reds are gone. I think it's 30 feet. You have no more reds. It's the first one that goes away. Yeah, unless you got one of those big fancy cameras, I guess.
Yeah, big giant thing that's got self-propelled motors on the side
Yeah.
and pull
But
you through the water.
actually, I think the red is even gone with those. They have to make the red show up because the water filters that light in the spectrum.
Excuse me.
So it filters it out. There's Chad. Hello, Chad. So Rob is here.
Hi, Robert. How's it going?
Rob, are you hearing us? Hello, Rob. Apparently not.
Is he having audio issues?
He don't have his headset on. Remember, he always forgets his headset.
He's lip syncing.
Yeah. Is he thumbs upping because he can hear us? Hey, family show. Family show. Yeah, but we can't hear you.
No, it says age restricted.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, now that Rob's here, I can go cook my chicken.
Does Rob not want to talk, or?
He's talking. His mouth is moving.
Oh.
Nobody
Hey,
ever
Rob.
listens to Rob anyway.
Poor Rob.
Come on, Rob, say something.
The floor is yours, Rob. Waiting on you.
Oh, that was profound. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, I just got a message.
Yeah.
I cannot repeat this on live.
Is he talking bad stuff about me?
Yeah, he said you were a butt. But you didn't get a whole heck of a lot of loading done.
Did he break his mic? Did he
Yeah.
just come on so we could see his pretty face, or what?
Yeah, from the chin up.
Yeah,
Did you break your mic? Is that what? Yeah. Okay.
Well, posting a link to the DAR. There you go.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you can pick that up again later, or
Yeah, I'll catch it later.
okay. Or I could be clever. Actually, I have your email still open. I
No,
feel like
that's good.
this.
I'll just save it right here, right now.
Go back and watch your live stream again.
No, I got it right here, dude.
Cool.
We'll save that to a bookmark.
Yeah, I found it to be really good. And what's the price on that?
$89.99.
Yeah. I paid a little less than that. It must have been on sale. But anyway, it's another thing that I highly recommend having.
Can Rob talk now? Nope.
He can talk. We can't hear him.
Yeah.
Go to your mic settings, Rob, and change your mic settings to that headset. Apparently he can't hear either. Oh, he can.
Do you know where your mic settings are? It's at the bottom, the up arrow next to mute. Click that. Go to the top. So I've got, I got 4 GoPros. a contour, and I think three little Canon cameras.
Okay.
And when I go out and do stuff, it's like I forget to film.
You got all those cameras and you forget to film?
I'll just use Brian's.
Well, let Brian do all the work. Come on.
Yeah. Right.
I did discover what was kind of cool is setting the GoPro up on a little tripod to film your takeoffs.
Mhm.
And then after you get up, you make a low pass with your iPhone and turn it off. So when you get done flying around, you come back, you can make a low pass, turn it on, and film your landings, and you don't run your battery down and waste all your card
That's
space.
clever.
So yeah, I got a little rubber necklace that my phone is attached and goes into my shirt. I'm not like that Tucker Gott who has got his phone out here in front of him like this at 15,000 feet. I would drop it in a second.
Yeah, right.
So it's attached. I bring it up and I do this kind of thing. You just hope nobody comes by while you're gone and steals your camera.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, this the gimbal I bought is Bluetooth ready, so you can program it to move from axis A to axis B over whatever period of time. So you can do some really cool hyperlapse. It's a lot of fun, but this is a cool toy.
Yeah, I would never figure it out, so I don't.
It's a power button. You turn it on, you turn it off.
I might be able to figure it out.
It's got a tripod built into the bottom. It's all that simple, and it made a great little handle. And literally, I just turned it on, and it's ready to go. And it fits any GoPro. It also fits my Osmo. It doesn't fit my Session, but again, when you're walking along and you want some stable footage, or you don't want the cropping from the newer GoPros, yeah, you can actually
hear me?
also. There we go.
Hey, we got
Hey. Okay.
Gaming headset.
you. Rob bought a camera online, and they refused to send it to him, but kept his money.
Oh.
Tell everybody the name of that outfit, Rob.
That's been over a year ago. I do not remember now.
Okay.
It's an ad on Facebook for two cameras that are like GoPro, but they're not. But they're supposed to be just as good a quality, which I have one, and it is. But yeah, they said that another company had my money and refused to give it to them.
That's why I've been with PayPal for a long time, and I only use them for online sales because they're pretty good about taking care of business.
Amazon is too.
Yeah, I don't pay for the Prime. So
Shame on
you.
I
buy off eBay. I used to sell on eBay, so for me it's familiar territory.
Yeah, I used PayPal when I bought a couple shirts. And later I found out it was a teenager that was running out of his mom and dad's house. And I never got my stuff. He wouldn't answer my emails. So I got a hold of PayPal, and they refunded all my money. And then I proceeded to keep sending him emails of me and my buddies all on motorcycles, and a Google Earth picture of his house with the pickup, and said, "We're coming to visit." You know, it was an empty threat. I never intended on doing that, but I wanted him to look over his shoulder for a couple of weeks, thinking these bikers were coming to get him.
Yeah, there you go.
Because he had a nice big pickup with his business all over it, and you could see it from Google Earth really easy. It was pretty. Oh God, they're watching us all.
You can't hide anymore.
No. Sure can't. Oh well.
That's what so my father-in-law's in his 70s, and since I got my part 107, he's like constantly joking about there. Oh, you're watching me. You're watching me. No, I'm not watching any of you. I'm out in the forest.
Yeah. If the federal government don't have anything better to do than to follow my sorry old butt around, hey, come on. Give me somebody to talk to.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes we get into little discussions, we'll call them, about my Amazon little smart home thingies.
Uh-huh.
Well, who cares? We don't sell drugs. We're not trafficking anything. We don't beat our children. So who cares? What do we got to hide?
Yeah. I have absolutely nothing to hide.
I like the conveniences. I'm sorry. Use my
Yeah.
voice. I put them in mostly because I got tired of the kids leaving the lights on. So now the lights are voice controlled. They still leave them on.
Yeah.
You can use your voice to turn it off. Come on now.
I don't have any of that, but I do have monitoring cameras and a real good alarm system. And I know it's real good because it went off one time when I was in Caldwell sleeping in the hangar
Oh,
at 3 o'clock in the morning. And they were calling me, cops are in your house. Yeah, oh,
Wow.
that's good.
I have one too. She goes woof woof every time there's somebody here.
I do not care if people. The only thing is I'm one of those old guys that live alone. I wander around in my underwear all the time, and I just those cameras are online. Hey, if they want to see an old guy in his underwear, hey, what can I say?
No thanks.
Yeah, it's all the pretty ladies online checking us out.
Yeah. I need to start checking that to see if my ghost has been captured on the cameras yet. Rob Hale will not stay the night because the ghost scared him last time.
Uh-oh.
So
Well, then you should have proof positive or negative one way or the other.
I got her on film or recorded.
Well,
Rob
then it's
saw her
definitely not going to stay there now.
Yeah. Rob saw her walk down the hallway. So
Something.
yeah, it was her.
Yeah, it's probably some old guy in his underwear.
Brian, I still see a lot of moving, but nothing going into that trailer or coming out.
Yeah.
Keep drinking that Pepsi and you're not going to get much done.
You ought to see when he puts his Can-Am in there, there's like this much room from wheel to wall.
Yeah. The tires go right in between the fender wells, and there's not an inch to spare. But no, I'm trying to get it done.
Well, you've made some progress. You lifted the bed up.
Yeah.
I saw it go from about halfway to the ceiling.
I got the carpet in.
Yeah, I heard some beeping going on too. Bidoop, bidoop.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was the door,
That was the door.
the digital lock. He's got a high-class trailer. I got to use a key.
You can buy those. They're pretty cheap.
I saw that. And I thought, why? I got a key.
Yeah, I spent all my money on the truck, so not much left over.
I just bought a new truck.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got me a Ram heavy duty
Okay.
with the tow package, off-road package, 4x4.
Did you get the Cummins?
Cummins 6.7
Nice.
turbo diesel.
Nice. I have the Duramax 6.6.
Oh,
That's what I
Chevy
got.
guy.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I'm not
Chevy.
sorry.
Me
I
neither.
love my Chevy.
Yep.
I like my Rams. I've
Well,
been a Ram guy for a long time.
That's great. You can have your Ram
Yep.
and your transmission that fails prematurely.
Uh,
Allison's been building transmissions for how long?
I've
Ever.
got an 05 3/4 ton sitting out there right now. Not a squeak on it.
Nice.
But the Ram that I just bought for towing my toy hauler, lifetime warranty
What?
on the drivetrain, engine all the way back.
Wow, that's impressive.
Lifetime. Yeah.
That's really impressive. Did you buy it brand new?
Yep.
Wow.
It's got all kinds of little buttons on there that I ain't touching.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about mine. I love all the buttons.
I
love,
can.
go ahead.
It's got voice integration
Mhm.
where I can push this button on the steering wheel and say, "Turn on the heater."
Yeah,
and the
my
heater
Subaru
turn.
does that too.
Now, if I didn't have that, I would have to do this.
I know, right?
Why
Yeah,
do you need that?
My car reads my text and I can dictate text back to it. It's really crazy. But the one thing I really like about the truck is I subscribe to the XM traffic
Yeah.
and weather. So when I'm towing, I know when traffic's stopped,
Right.
slow, or if there's a nasty storm up ahead.
Yep, that's
Or I can
nice.
check the weather throughout my route, and it's like $3 a month.
Yeah.
And when
it's
you're towing
nothing.
10,000 pounds, it's really nice to know traffic's coming to a stop in a couple of miles.
You know what the tow weight on this sucker is? 17,480.
Oh, I got 17.5.
17.8. Should be 17.8.
Yeah,
Oh, well, there we go,
17,840.
17.8.
I reversed the 8 and the 4.
No, ours is 17.8. Yours is 17.4.
Like we're going to get anything that big.
Yeah, no kidding.
I got asked to tow a tiny house today at 17K. And I said, well, I
Ah.
don't know. Let me come look at it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's I needed something to pull that toy hauler. I was pulling it with my 3/4 ton Hemi,
Oh,
and it
I'm
kind of
sorry.
going up the
Yeah.
hills. And this pickup ain't gonna last very long.
Those are for the-
2005.
Those are for the young punk kids that got something to prove or compensate for. The
The
Hemis are
Hemi?
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. They're a great engine, but
I
diesel's the
still-
way to go.
I still got it. That's my hunting rig, man.
Great. It's a fine truck. I'm not saying they're
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I'm just saying when you're gonna tow on a regular basis, diesel is the way to go.
Diesel, yeah.
Hands down.
And the 6.7 miles to a gallon was kind of hurting.
Oh god. Yeah, I had a big block Chevy before this one, and it was it sounds cool when you're going under an overpass or through a tunnel, but that was all it was good for.
Well, I was real busy today doing all my packing, and I had to run up to the trailer to get some stuff. So I was going to grab a couple Big Macs, and I was going through the window, so I'm right up against the wall. And it's the first time I really heard the engine going. I go,
Oh, the big
yeah, I
Dodge
do.
mirrors sticking 4 feet out the side.
Yeah, it's got the tow package, so the mirrors are way the hell out there.
Yeah.
It's got all the holes in the bed. I finally put the plugs in that. I've been driving around in the snow, just dirtying up the back of the cab, because they all come. If you got the tow package, they come standard with the holes for the gooseneck and the fifth wheel.
Okay.
But they don't put the plugs on them because they don't want people climbing in them at night and stealing them from their new pickup. So they're
okay.
under the back seat. Well, I didn't pay attention to that, and I drove all the way to Twin and hit some snow, and it's flying all over the place. So I put those in today. They weren't easy to get in.
Well,
So-
Chad says he's waiting for Tesla to make a truck.
Huh.
I want to see what he's going to pull with that.
On Facebook, a guy sent me the extended Tesla package, and it's a Tesla hooked up to a big generator on wheels with big black smoke coming out the back. I thought, yeah, that's a good one. The University of Berlin did a study, and in their study they say because of all of the mining for the
lithium,
all of the mining for all the different stuff they got to put in these batteries, that a diesel car has, to its credit, less carbon emissions than a Tesla.
Carbon footprint. They've been saying
Yep.
that about the Prius for a long time too.
Yeah.
I have a hard time arguing against it, to be
Yeah.
honest, because the materials, it's not necessarily just the mining, but it's the transporting them too. Once they mine in one
Exactly.
country, it's got to go to another, and then this
Yep.
is outsourced from one country to another, and
Yep.
it's all being shipped. It's all being mined, so you got the environmental damage plus the carbon footprint.
And in the
Add all
study,
that.
what they didn't tell you, they tell you, but they said we did not figure in that the batteries that go into like a Tesla or an electric car are only good for 10 years.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I've seen
So
a few
you're going to
Priuses.
have to spend $10,000 on all these new batteries, and your footprint's going to go even higher if you keep that car beyond 10 years.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of diesel, and one of the
Yeah.
things I like about it is the fact that the fuel is not nearly as refined as gasoline or
Yeah.
any of the other stuff. So
It's a byproduct.
so it's, in a sense, you got a huge fuel economy difference, your MPG, and it doesn't really change when you put a load behind it.
Yep.
My economy doesn't change a whole lot between nothing behind it and 10,000 pounds behind it.
When I went to see Rob right after I bought it, on the way to Twin, I got 19 miles to a gallon. I've been looking online, and they're saying, the guys that have the truck saying towing, they're big ass toy haulers or big butt toy haulers. Excuse my French. 15 miles to a gallon.
Yeah, which is phenomenal.
That's
Yeah.
twice of what I was getting with my gas pickup.
Mhm.
Oh, and people that come on here got to click that there's adult content on it, Frank. So I don't think
Yeah, but
that
still,
word would hurt.
Yeah. I,
That's
Chad says,
because you knew I was getting on, so you had to put that up.
yeah.
Oh, Brian, open the door. It's time to pack.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
get in there. So the only thing I don't like is the DEF.
No, I
Yeah.
can't stand that stuff.
I know it.
Oh,
I read that they're estimating in 2 years it'll be gone. You won't have to use it anymore.
Have you
It's
ever read the-
killing bees.
have you noticed the contents in that? It's like 80% distilled water.
Oh, really?
Look at the
Huh.
package. Yeah, it's like 80% distilled water. And have you
Wow.
noticed when you put that in, how caustic it is? It burns your skin.
Oh yeah.
I keep
It-
my hose at the ready for the moment I'm done. I rinse my whole truck because I have to do it through like the transmission filler kind of thing. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It gets on the cables and the hoses. I rinse them immediately because it gets this crystally weird, like,
It eat concrete.
yeah, it's nasty
My
stuff.
nephew said he got it on his concrete and it ate the concrete.
I don't doubt it. So I'm hoping it goes the way of MTBE.
Well, I got a plan. You know, what's going to happen is if it goes away, you'll take it in, they'll reprogram your computer in your
Mhm.
truck so you don't have it, right? Then you're going to have this 5-gallon tank underneath your pickup
Mhm.
to hide beer.
Rinse it out, be your tap.
Now I got to cut and put a hinge on that sucker, slide my beer in there.
There you go.
I don't know why I got to hide beer. I'm over 21 now. I'm just thinking back when I was a kid. There was an old, the old Ford pickups, and I don't remember what year they were, but on the passenger side floorboard, there was a lid about this big and had a handle. You turn it, you lift it up, and the battery was down there.
Oh.
So my brother-in-law, he had one of those pickups. I got on the welder, made him a rack for the battery for underneath the hood. And then I made a box for that spot. He was like 18. Made a box for that spot with a pepcock in it. And we fill it up with ice and beer and then lay the carpet over it. And you want a beer, you reach in there, pull it out.
None the wiser.
Yeah, it was hidden good. So, looks
Back
like,
in the day when beer was beer and men were men,
yeah.
Yeah.
none of this like 5,000. I drove by this gas station today, 101 beers on tap on the 101.
Oh,
It's like,
God.
What the hell?
what's this beer?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
beer.
Bud Light and tomato juice and you're set.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Uh-oh.
Red beer.
He's loading the big machine.
Well,
He's trying.
thinking about it anyway.
Don't hit the
Easy,
computer.
easy.
Both his mics are muted though. So does that mean he can't hear us either?
Oh,
No,
he can hear us.
Yeah,
Oh, he
right
hears
there.
us.
He can hear us.
Love you too, buddy. Spreading the love.
Yeah, we're watching. See how, oh, here he goes.
He put some
easy,
lube on the side of the tires.
He needs it.
Little bearing grease.
Looked like he's done that before. Now,
At least once.
Oh, he hit some. How
That's
the
why.
heck does-
That's why he's got it muted so we don't hear it when he does hit something.
Chad wants to know how many tries does it take? That's 2.
There's 2.
Well, we're not all the way in yet either. So
Uh-oh. He's got to fit in between those wheel wells on the trailer.
he's got to get out of that machine too.
Yeah, he's got to do some crawling.
That's how when I load my razor in mine, I got to crawl out of it. I can't open the door.
I back mine in so I can open the door because I'm right underneath the cabinet. I got just enough room I can slide out. Hey,
He got it.
Oh, the cops are here.
all right. Somebody in a 4-door white pickup.
Or silver.
Is it silver?
I think so.
His neighbors
Here they
complain
come.
we're making too much noise. Oh, there's
Oh, and
another,
another
truck
one
that's pulled
behind.
up, too.
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
in deep shit.
Oh no.
Better hide.
Is it the wife or
Break
the
out
kid?
the pistol. I don't know.
See, right to the left, you can almost see the left corner. There's a lemon tree right there that produces lemons the size of grapefruits.
Oh,
I mean,
man,
they're
huge.
huge. We used to sit out there in the summer and drink our Corona instead of lime.
Oh.
We'd use the lemons.
The fruit trees. Sorry, I'm a shooter. What can I say?
Yeah.
Throw it in the air. It's going down.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, you got to watch his live show tomorrow. He's going to be at the Reno gun range shooting really
Oh
fast.
yeah.
shooting
I'm
guns.
not going to be streaming it live.
Oh,
but
you're
yeah, I'm
not?
going. No, I'm going to Reno. Is it Reno Gun and Range? I'm going to shoot for a day and a half of machine guns.
Oh.
Yeah, I've taken my 12-year-old son. My younger brother's coming with me.
Oh,
Wife's
there's the
coming with me.
family.
Yeah.
Oh, now
They're
real-
all
they're ready. They've
Monkey.
done more
Hi,
packing than he
Monkey.
has.
There's Grace,
Hey.
Brooklyn,
And they're not even looking and saying
and
hi.
there's Mama. And then there's
And the
Oh,
beer.
Brian's got new beer.
More
Who the heck
packing.
is that? It's
No
hard
idea.
to see. There's a shadow on it. Whoever he is, he brought beer.
Hey, it's Magar.
Hey, Magar.
Frank, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Yourself?
Tell him to shape his beard. It's getting too big.
Oh, no. Look at this. Look at Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's glorious. I'm jealous.
That's
He
left
said
over
he-
from lunch right
My
there.
son
Yeah.
went inside. I don't know what he's doing. I want to break it stuff.
Dylan, you live in
Hey,
Reno?
No, I'm in Windsor, just north of San Francisco.
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
One of my, yeah.
I grew up
yeah.
in I grew up in San Jose, so yeah.
Okay. I'm heading up there. I was there in Reno, I don't know. I want to say it was October. And where I went took my son into the gun range, and I didn't know, I walked in there not knowing much, except that I could bring my kid. And according to their site, it says you can, it's basically like, if your kid looks like they have common sense and they're a good kid, they're going to let them shoot. There is
Sweet.
no defined age restrictions. But I
Alright.
brought in my cameras, and I was like, "Oh, can I film?" They're like, "Oh, sure." But of course, the battery's dead. I'm like, dude.
Been there.
But the Osmo worked, so I managed to get a bunch of footage of him shooting in a belt-fed machine gun, full auto AK-47, MP5, a MAC-10 or something, a full auto 1022, and I just filmed a whole bunch of it. And then I ended up at the end when he's shooting the belt-fed, I put a 4K zombie in there that's like downloaded a bunch of these blood splatters and whatnot. So I have my son blowing away this zombie on the screen. I sent the owner
Sweet.
the video, and she liked it. So she said, I like it, but I can't have the zombie in it. So I took out the zombie. They posted it on their website.
Why can't she have a zombie?
Because there's something with their training simulator or something uses zombies or something, and she didn't want it to be confused or something.
Huh.
It wasn't because of the zombie and the violence. It was just there was some sort of confusion. She didn't want to create confusion.
Okay.
She ended up liking it. So I found out my brother just got back from SHOT Show in Vegas last week. And he's like, "Hey, I'm going back up to Reno. You want to come with me?" I'm like, "Oh man, that's when I go with you, I go through a lot of money. I don't know." So I reached out.
You
I
will
reached
fall
out
in love if they have a P90.
They have a whole wall of stuff. I saw
Ask
a Thompson submachine gun when I was there.
I
first
got
time.
one.
Those are awesome.
I've got a
They're-
Thompson.
They don't shoot worth it. No, like they're terrible. They climb up like no other.
Yeah.
The AR is my favorite platform. But
Ask
anyway,
them for a P90 and you will fall in love.
all right. So I reached out to her to let her know, hey, was thinking about coming back and maybe making another video. And if you got someone who's wanting to be on camera, and so she's gonna comp me some ammo, and I'm gonna go back with my
Alright.
family. And but
Sweet.
this time I'm gonna bring all my cameras. I've already put in a request with the FAA for a flight waiver because they're right next to the airport to fly the drone outside and basically try and make her a commercial and trade for some
Excellent.
ammo and some
Yeah.
range time.
Well, when you get that done, we'll watch it and we'll have to go down there and say, we're here because of your video.
Good.
And then maybe you'll get some more.
Yeah,
free
as long
ammo.
as I'm back before I move.
Oh, that's right. Well, you can always call her and say that Hobbit Hunter will come. He's handling my Western videos for me.
My Western division.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're moving
I'm in
back
charge
east?
of your Western division.
Yeah, I'm moving to the Carborough, North Carolina area.
Oh wow. Cool.
Is your brother still happy with the firearms training?
Pardon me?
Yeah, oh yeah, my brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh heck yeah.
I used when I was in law enforcement, I was a combat handgun instructor. So I still do it for friends. And his brother and his brother's wife wanted a little instruction. We turned grouping like that into grouping like that. So in
I
what?
think it's
an
good
hour?
to have. I always promote getting as much education as you can,
Oh, yeah.
especially with the children. Any chance I get to take my son shooting, especially with other people, because the diversity, and also like if he runs into a gun and the kid pulls it out, he's like, go put it away. Oh,
Yeah.
whatever. Versus
Yeah.
a kid that's like, never seen one or never touched one or never been able to fire one. Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see that.
Touchy.
No, my kid knows how to see if it's unloaded, knows the safety's on, muzzle safe direction. But first and foremost, get an adult, put it away.
Right.
And he doesn't have the curiosity most kids do.
Well,
Again,
what I started running across is everybody's getting concealed weapon permits.
Mhm.
And then they realize they can't shoot worth the shit.
You gotta shoot themselves.
And I made the mistake and helped one guy's wife in Elko. And word got around. So, oh well.
I could think of worse jobs though.
Yeah. I was asked to start a what would you a range, an instruction range where you come and I teach how to shoot, but I looked into the insurance and it's just not worth it.
And I'll bet the regulations and such
Oh,
are probably unreal.
the insurance, hell, you'd have to charge $400 an hour to cover the insurance.
Well, you could make that much flying a drone. That'd be a lot easier. I'll take that one myself.
Yep.
Oh well, I'm gonna
Where'd
have
the
to.
host go?
I don't know. He's in the house with the
Just-
family.
Hanging in
Oh.
the shop, chatting and talking, getting ready for King of the Hammers 4x4. I don't see.
Hey, I can still hear.
Oh,
Doing this shit.
Don't be talking shit or stuff
We're
when
just-
I'm gone.
we're just trying to keep your show real for you.
Chad's even
While you're
getting nasty with
hacking.
you.
God, no, McGuard came over to borrow my trailer, so I'm trying to hook it up real quick.
Your
Your
toy
trailer.
hauler trailer?
The
No.
little flatbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it now. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah.
Squeak.
Sounds
What is
like bed-
McGar gonna haul?
Furniture.
Is he moving?
No, he's got a buddy that's moving.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well,
like bed springs.
I'll be right back. I got to go to the little girl's room.
All right.
It should kick off, yeah. Oh, I better mute myself. Or kick it with your foot. I'll be back. Or you want me? Did Rob leave too?
No.
Oh, there you are.
The two of us are still here.
Yeah.
I'll stay on
We're-
chit chat.
We're
We'll
holding
keep,
the
we'll
fort.
keep we'll keep your show going for you.
Yeah, thanks guys.
I'm
there-
not
there's-
regarded fart noises though. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Chad wants us to make fart noises for you.
I think there's an
That's-
app for that,
that was
isn't there?
Probably.
Do you need the key? Yeah, you probably do.
No,
If you want me to
I
drop
don't
it
need the
off.
key,
You
dude.
want me to put it back in
Rob.
your backyard?
Shut up, Rob.
You want me to put it back in your backyard?
Where's
tomorrow?
Monkey?
Or do you want it like on the side of your house? Where do you want it?
Put
I
it
can
in his
back it in.
backyard.
what yeah. Rob,
I'm back where you
shush.
found it.
I do have a.
He's not here. He
what
can't
time you
really
gonna
do
bring-
much. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
These guys are talking stuff. What time are you gonna be back?
I don't know. Before 3.
Can we make this like Mystery Science
Okay.
Theater 3000?
You can just park it.
Now, if we
I
could
could
just see what
literally
was
back it
going
back
on,
in
we could
your
add our
room
own
if you open your
commentary.
gate.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be cool.
I'll just
huh?
leave it unlocked.
Yeah, just leave it unlocked and I'll put. Can you put
Perfect.
that on the TV?
If you
Cool.
turn this, the
All right.
Just
trailer
watch
will
out
go
for the
up.
boards.
You
Yeah, I
turn
get
it
that.
Because
harder.
you'll fall
I think
through.
it's mainly the biggest thing is he has like a gun safe, but I'll just put it on the right side or the left side. It's only
No, don't put the weight all the way to one side. That's a bad idea. 50,
Yeah.
50,
What are
60,
they talking
40.
shit about?
Especially
I'm
if
not
it's a real
talking
gun
shit.
safe.
You want to have
I'm
beer
being
hot
real.
before we leave?
Yeah.
All right.
50,
We'll have beer
50,
with that.
60, 40.
50, 50, 60, 40.
And if
That's
it's real
exactly.
gun safe,
Look
don't
it
put
up.
it on the trailer. Put it in the truck.
Hey, dude, don't forget your little car.
You're gonna tow the car.
No, his little car, his little toy car he left.
Oh,
There you go.
little power wheel.
Yeah, is this a Power Wheel or Hot Box? Hot Wheels.
Oh, dude, if you ever wants to mod that thing, let me know. I have all the tips and tricks.
You want that?
Tell them to check out my channel. I had my kid drifting at 4 years old in one of those.
Sweet.
We used to get them at the dump for $10 because people don't realize that the
I think that's
batteries.
it.
You could buy aftermarket batteries at Home Depot, or the
Yep.
foot switch would go out because they leave them out in the weather. You could buy
Yeah.
a foot switch for $5.
Yeah.
You go to the dump and get like 4 or 5 at a time. Go to Home Depot and you get the backup battery for the emergency lighting for like $8.
Yeah.
And I just let him rip them around until he stripped the gearbox. We'd recycle it and go get another one for $10. And then we found
Heck
a
yeah.
Tractor Supply. They're not wheelbarrow tires, but they're similar. If you take a piece of 1/2-inch PEX and slide it over the front drive shaft, you could put the rubber front tires on. You have rubber front tires and plastic rear wheels.
Oh yeah.
Twice the voltage. Yeah, you get where I'm going with that.
That'd be fun. Why didn't they have shit like that, stuff like that when we were kids?
Yeah, I took those weed torches to burn weeds with.
Yeah.
I found a barbecue igniter on eBay. So I bolted the thing underneath to a 12-volt solenoid so you could turn the gas on and off. So you push the button, it goes spark, 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 and you got a flamethrower coming out the back. I went to I live, Pick and Pull is right up the street. So you go pull
Yeah.
your own parts. I went and got him a floor high beam switch. You know, I'm sure you guys know what those are.
Hey,
Yeah.
So he had
We're watching
I cut out the original headlights and put in
Thief
some
in the
trailer lights,
garage.
and then put on some halogen bulbs in the front, so he could, with the floor switch between LED and halogens.
Oh shit. Sweet.
Yeah, those could be a lot of fun. And like I said, the main thing is looking for the stripped gearbox. So if you
Yeah.
push it, as long as it doesn't go chunk, 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 it's going to be cheap to fix.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you at most maybe $10. You can
Uh.
even get brand new tires for like $15 on eBay. There's a guy on eBay that sells a hopped up gearbox. I think they're like a stronger plastic and 18-volt battery or motors. So you can go to 24 volts. These things are screaming down the street.
Cool.
Oh, the neighborhood's over, huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess he's having a
We're,
party.
Does he even know
without
what
us.
he's doing? I mean, come on. He's
Ex-country
definitely a
adventures.
senior citizen. I hope he can hear me.
I think he can. Yeah,
I can't hear you. That's the only downfall.
they're laughing at you.
Right. Look at Hobbit.
I can hear him just fine.
Does he have one senior moments? I see him ranting.
He says you're having a senior moment.
Senior?
I just got back from a senior moment.
He said he just got back from a senior moment.
We're just seeing
No,
you
not-
guys sit
Not
around.
movement, moment.
Yeah, that's Turbo.
We were riding up there. You know, we stopped.
So is the help arrived? Is this when the packing begins?
Ripping one of these.
Yeah.
And I'm-
No,
I
this is
didn't know
the
they did
beer
that.
drinking
But I heard
group.
the blow up
Yeah.
valve. It was just like, I was like, oh,
Right.
sick. God, this thing looks sweet.
What looks sweet?
The Can-Am.
Oh,
Oh,
The
is that what we're
back
talking
of
about?
it. Just the back of it's all
We
you can
can't see
see.
anything. All we see is asses and elbows.
Yeah. He muted it. You don't want us listening in.
Oh, this is the
We
private
can
moment.
read lips. Turn around.
I've been kind of watching now and then Fox News and this stupid crap that's going on.
Dude, both sides.
They're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah,
Oh,
both sides
well.
are losing it. They're both just getting too.
Yeah.
Just give me my guns, give me my work, and I'll be good to go.
Yep. And leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, well. I just wish they'd do something other than all this crap.
They
There's
do. They blame each other.
Yeah. They need to start. If somebody came to my door and said, I'm running for president, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to track down and kill all those scammers that are calling you on your phone 15 times a day, I would vote for him 5 times.
Yeah, my vote.
Why? I don't know why they can't do anything about that. You know, my social security number's been suspended according to them.
Oh yeah,
yeah, mine
right.
too.
Yeah.
My
Call now.
Microsoft license has expired.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, the bank account was a bank I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Usually,
My
if I'm not doing anything, I'll talk to them.
My brother was telling me once that he was on the job and they called him and he happened to have his belts and he had a Sharpie and he was standing in he's an electrician for commercial buildings, so they're in new construction and the drywall was bare. So he says, I got one of those calls, and I was like, my boss knew what was going on when I said, hey, as a spam call. He gave permission to, like, they put on speaker, and the guy says, Yeah, I forget what it was, but your social security has been suspended or whatever. We'll go with that one. I need to some information from you. My brother, sure. Oh my God, that's terrible. What do I need to give you? He goes, okay, I need your address. So my brother goes, 123 Fake Street kind of thing. But he gives him what sounds legitimate. He writes it down on the wall. Okay, your city and zip code. Okay, and writes it down on the wall. Meanwhile, he's Googling to make sure that this stuff is true and correct. The guy goes, okay, I need your social security number to make sure it's really you. And, it's 4 digits. What is it? 434, whatever the pattern is. He goes off and he comes up with 434, whatever it is, but writes it on the wall. And so he's going on for quite a while and like being kind of like pretending to be dumb about it and, just dragging it on and on and on and on and on. And the guy goes, okay, well, can you confirm for me the address one more time? He reads it back off. Okay, and your social security? And he reads it back off. And then the guy at that point actually ran it. And that's when he found out my brother just wasted an hour of his fucking time for no reason at all.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's classic. I'm gonna
Yeah.
carry a pen around more often.
You're gonna waste my time. I'm gonna waste your time. Well, we do this dune stuff and this riding stuff and all that. And I bought 2 emergency whistles for the grandkids. So they drape them around, put them down there. So if they get hurt and they're laying there, everybody knows that you can't yell as loud as you can on a whistle, right?
Yep.
Pull the whistle out and start blowing on it. Somebody will come. So I had him laying there and I was talking really soft to the guy and he goes, you need to speak up. I can't. I just had my throat operated on.
Yeah.
So I know he had his volume turned up and then I just let him have it with the whistle. He hung up. I hate those people.
Yeah.
There's not too many people that I actually hate, but I hate those people.
Yep.
Yeah, leave us alone. We got better things. We got jobs.
Yeah. I'm going to buy a ticket to India and I'm going to find this place.
You're not going to like it when you do get there, though.
Yeah. And the recording, I'm retired law enforcement. The recording says that there's a problem with my social security number and there has been warrants issued for my arrest and the local cops are going to come and get you. And I'm going, okay, no federal agency would ever use the word cops.
Yeah.
And come and get you. What do you mean come and get you?
Yeah.
Come take it from my cold dead hands.
Come
You
on,
betcha.
brother. Come on. I'll meet you at the door.
Yeah. I'll be
How many
ready.
guns I got, Rob?
They overflow out of your gun safe.
I like that sound of that.
Yeah, I got a 44-inch gun safe and I can't get any. They're not all in there. They're in closets too.
What I like is when you have more than 3.
Yeah.
One's at my house too.
Oh, okay. So you got 2. I'll take that.
Let's see. 3 times 10 times 2.
Whatever. It sounds good to me. I'll go with
Yeah,
this
a
number.
lot.
Yeah. It's
When it
funny
co-
when like
When
you
it
get
comes time to clean, it's like a week of work.
yeah, when you get around those kids that try and go boom and scare you and it doesn't work, they're like, why do
Yeah.
you do that? Because I go shooting all the time. I'm used
Yeah.
to people discharging big weapons without me, I'm
Yeah.
over there behind them safe and 50 BMG goes off and oh, hey, that was cool. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Rob, he had him a nice deer rifle, but it was a little too small for elk, so I decided he needed one of mine.
Yep.
So now he has a 7mm.
Ooh,
Long range for Edmonton.
I finally got a
rifle.
chance to shoot a Lapua. That was quite an adventure.
Ooh.
Those things are expensive. It's like
Yes,
$7
they
a
are.
round. Oh my God. Oh.
A
But we're
little
shooting.
cheaper when you reload them yourself.
Yeah, well, a lot of my family does hand load, but you got to collect the brass and then you got to buy the dies. So you got to still buy the ammo. But
Yeah.
we were shooting it according to the drone. It was like 2,500 feet. My first shot, I missed by like 3 inches. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty flat. So
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother called me up one time and he says, "Hey, you want to go to a long range shooting clinic?"
yes, please.
And I said, "Okay." He said, "Okay, I'll make it happen. I got 2 tickets." All right. So we hung up and I'm sitting there thinking, all right, who in the hell goes and buys 2 tickets to something like that, a 2-day shooting clinic? And then you go try to find somebody to go with you, right?
Your brother.
So I text him and I said, okay, is there a story behind these tickets? And he sent me 5 words in the text: elk, foundation, dinner, auction, drunk. So we went there, and after the first morning, the guy says, "Why are you guys here?" Because we were pinking the 1,000-yard target just one after another. I go, because we got these tickets. He says, "Well, there's nothing really I'm going to be able to show you that you don't already know. So how about I bring my comp guns out and you can shoot them?" Yeah, bring them.
Yeah,
So
bring it
we had some
all.
fun playing with the silenced. What the hell did he have? Creedmoor, and all these flat shooting long range guns that he had about 4 of them. We
Yes,
got to
please.
shoot 'em.
All of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we shot up his ammo.
Nice. Yeah, there was once I worked for a guy that owned a construction company. He was doing very, very well, and he was pro gun. He had a 50 BMG Barrett auto
Yep.
loading. This was probably
Model
15
14
years ago, maybe a little longer. He showed up with 2 ammo cases full, and I was like, "Can I shoot a little bit?" He's like, "Yeah, help yourself." I ended up shooting like 45 or 50 rounds that day.
Yeah, about $14,000, $15,000 gun.
Yeah,
I don't have
please.
that much.
Yeah, but back then the ammo was still pretty cheap. The Rangers showed up. He's like, "Oh my god!" It took him like half an hour to realize I don't even know what the regs are on this, so I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shot that for a long time. Then we went back a few months later, and same thing. He's like, "Yeah, help yourself." Another 40, 50 rounds out that barrel. I think I sent like 10 pounds of lead downrange that day.
Probably a couple $100 worth of lead.
Yeah, it wasn't my pocketbook.
Yeah.
You're gonna offer it, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you got Carlos Halfcock, who shot a 30-06.
Yep.
It's one of the top snipers.
So
That's a good
Frank,
round.
Yes.
room
Really
for
good
the Super Bowl.
Well, who the heck do you
Niners.
Hey, we're
think?
talking here.
He said we're talking here.
What,
You butted
did you
in.
just move
Well, I know
from
you're
like
a diehard
Kentucky?
Raiders fan, and I know you can't root for Kansas City. So are you going to root for the Niners?
Well, of course.
Of course.
All right, just checking. I'll buy you a jersey. Send it to you.
Did you guys all heard that, right? He's
Yeah.
buying me a jersey.
I want one too.
They got
What are
witnesses now.
are you going to the Super
Yes.
Bowl?
You going to the Super Bowl?
Well, I'm not going. I can't afford that.
Yeah, you just take a second mortgage to go.
I'm a working man.
Hey, so you got to take a second mortgage to go.
Yeah,
It's
we can hear him.
$5,000 for a nosebleed.
No, he can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? That's good to know.
Okay.
I got a middleman though. I saw a lot of middle fingers.
Well, you're lucky because I can't do it with this hand. So.
Oh my God.
I'll take a Kittle jersey.
You gonna help him pack or what?
Are,
pack?
are the Raiders going to go to Vegas
That's what
next
they're
year, or
asking.
are they going to have to wait a year?
They're going.
Well, they
Committed
can
now.
Looks like he's got pretty
possibly
well
not go.
Okay, I'll mute it. You guys are talking. We're
Well,
butting
we
into
were
your
talking
conversation.
to
We've been
him.
pushed back in the corner again.
It's his show.
Are the Raiders
Hold
going
on.
to make it to Vegas this year or next year?
Plus you can't hear.
They got to go this year.
No,
Their contract's up, dude.
their contract
I'm not doing
specifies
it.
if the stadium isn't ready, they stay in Oakland another year.
Oh, well, then
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
asking. Are they going to actually move this year, or are we going to wait till next year?
I
Oh,
have no
they're
clue.
actually moving this year. I've already
Don't have to
heard.
yell.
Oh, sorry.
Say again.
They're actually moving this year. The stadium is complete. The
Oh, okay.
Vegas stadium for the
Right.
that's done. It's official. They're coming in.
Okay, because they had that stipulation. If it didn't get done, they were staying
Nope.
in Oakland.
It's officially going to be done, and I think the
Yes.
Charger Stadium is going to be done too as well. So
Well, we don't give a shit.
we don't care about those fuckers.
Yeah.
But
He said the F
I'm
word.
just like said, I got to be polite conversation. Sorry, I'm
Hey,
a firefighter. It's
You're
bad.
live on TV, so you can't fucking cuss, okay?
All right, I'll keep it to a fucking minimum.
They're saying it's not complete. July of 2020.
Uh-oh.
God!
Did you hear
No,
that?
but yeah, they're
Trust
gonna
but
be
verify.
Vegas Raiders.
I think that
Did-
was
are-
Reagan, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you online now checking out the story?
Apparently I'm talking on your story because Hob gave me his phone and an earpiece. So
No,
I'm here.
No. We just had it official that the stadium is not
Talking
finished
shit
yet.
about you.
It's
you
not
go.
finished yet, but it's going to be 100% done by the start of the season. They announced it on
July-
ESPN
July
like
of this
a
year.
month ago. Yeah,
July
they're gonna
2020.
it's gonna be ready.
Trust
They're
but
gonna beat the
verify.
Vegas Raiders next year.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to have to make a trek to Vegas and start watching football again now that Nevada
Actually,
has a
we are
football
going
team.
to go to Vegas not next year, but the year after. If you guys want to come with us, you're welcome to.
I'm
Shut
in.
The Niners are going to play Vegas in 2021,
Oh, did you?
and we're all going to the game.
Well, let us know when. I'll go too.
Rob, you come to me and we'll meet them up there. Let us
Yeah.
know. And you just having one person get all the tickets and everybody.
Yeah, and there's going to be a bunch of us. So we got about 10 of us, mostly family, but Hobbs obviously will go because his wife's a diehard Raider fan, and we could all go there and raise hell and
Okay,
root for the
let's
right team, the Niners.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I should be retired then.
I'll let you know. But it's going to be in 2021. We're all going to go and
Sweet.
try to watch the first Niner Raider game in Vegas.
Sweet.
I think it'll be fun.
When we
Yep.
going back to Hawaii?
Yeah, I know, right? I missed that. That Pro Bowl was one hell of a time.
Yeah.
And the Pro Bowl ain't in Hawaii no more.
No, they changed it. It's kind of
Again.
disappointing.
Yeah.
They've been bouncing between Miami and Hawaii for the last
Yeah.
4 or 5
I
years.
still got pictures of those cheerleaders on the beach.
Hmm.
I still got that. Weren't you one of them? That's not a good picture.
All you have to
Sounds like a
do
great
is
picture
lay
to me.
there with your camera resting on your belly like you're not paying attention, and right there was a you could have flown your drone through there.
That's your go-to.
They were huge.
I'm not the old creepy guy. I'm just the old guy sleeping.
I'm the old. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
As long as
Hey,
you was driving ice cream van.
my
you're all
brother
set.
was laying right next to me doing the exact same thing. So
Well, he learned from his big brother.
I taught him everything I know about being creepy.
No, I believe it. I was there.
Well, he bought that rug shampoo company there for a while, and he had that white van. We called it the pedophile van. I think that's why he sold it, to be honest.
I believe that.
He said, "Hey, you got any candy in there?" "Yeah, I do for the kids when I'm."
Oh,
Shut up, Frank.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry to say I used to mess with my brother so much. We were going to Hawaii to the Pro Bowl, and there was a bunch of us, and my brother's driving his pickup. Willows is about 80 miles from Sacramento. So
Yeah,
we're all in the
at
pickup.
most.
Sandy's in the front on passenger side. Tony's driving. I'm in the back. And we're chatting along, and I go, "Oh, Jesus." And I grab my carry-on, I go through it, and I go, "Oh, man." And Tony goes, "What's wrong?" So I thought I forgot my passport. He's driving, and he goes like this. Sandy goes, "God, Tony, it's in the United States. You don't need a passport."
I'm just going to say that. Like, what the hell are you talking about? That's an American.
I'm just messing with my brother.
Oh, I give you that.
We hopped in the van at the airport to go to the hotel, and he's sitting by the window. I'm sitting next to him. I said, "We got over an hour." He said, "You want to play the license plate game?" "Yeah, okay." I said, "I'll go first." So I look out and I go, "Hawaii." He's looking out and goes, "Oh, fuck you, Frank." 3 days later, we rented motorcycles and we're going through this rainforest. There's a Suburban on the side of the road, and he dang near wrecks the motorcycle trying to get stopped, and he pulls over, and I'm going, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He's going, North Carolina, I quit." He finally must have been a Navy boy or something, but he finally found something other than Hawaii.
I just
I'm
wonder how
always
much it
messing.
cost him to import that car to Hawaii.
Yeah. Well, back in those days, the Navy would do one vehicle for a real low cost, but you only got one. So I wasn't in the Navy, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But that's
That means you better take a beater because it's going to cost you a lot to ship back a Corvette or something.
yeah.
If you
Well,
only get it one way.
a friend of mine told me back when I was younger that the guys that were being stationed overseas were buying the cheap German cars and the high class cars, but you get them so much cheaper over there, and then shipping them back. Navy was shipping them back for them.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So they were getting really nice cars for. And,
I believe that.
Yeah,
That kind of makes sense if you think about it. How much does it cost to ship a Chevy truck to Europe?
yeah.
How long
Yeah.
getting a BMW back? That makes
You don't
sense.
see a lot of those over there though.
No,
No
wow.
pickups.
Yeah.
But I had to go with the
It's
friend
all
of mine
because
to
they're
the,
assholes and they got small roads.
yeah.
They don't know
I
how
had to
drive
go-
a truck.
My friend that lives over there had to go to the Mercedes dealership, and they had a recall or something on their car, and they were having it fixed. And I got into a couple of them, and there is not a single big yellow ugly warning sign on the visors. Everything in there is clean.
Nobody sues each other.
Yeah. I was almost ready to order a couple visors with no yellow stickers on them and replace
That's a
them.
win.
So, oh well.
I would just take one that doesn't have that goddamn seatbelt light that blinks and beeps at me every time I'm not wearing it.
You can turn that off.
Not in my truck. The newer ones, they don't let you do it.
I did mine, and I just bought it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got like a 2012 Chevy that won't let me do it.
Oh,
Well, or I'm probably not smart enough to do it. That's
probably
the
not
smarter-
smart enough.
The truck
Yeah,
is smarter than
I
you
believe.
are.
I believe that.
And sometimes you got to do it 2 or 3 times for it to take.
Yeah.
Google it. That's what I did when I was at Rob's. Did you get yours shut off, Rob?
Hell no.
Yeah, mine's shut off.
I haven't tried again since you were here. I'm gonna crawl under and just plug it.
Yeah, the
Under the
Chevys
seat.
have got a plug that come off of the
Really?
seatbelt that you can just pull apart.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll
it's
have
right.
to.
It's
Underneath the
I'll
seat.
power Google it and get rid
it's
of it.
hidden.
It drives
It's
me
hidden down here.
insane.
It's on the side, right down here.
My dog's too heavy. I put it in the passenger seat, and it just beeping, thinking he put his fucking seatbelt on.
That's why my dog rides in the back.
If I tried to put my seatbelt on my dog, I think I'm gonna get a car accident. Like, what's
Brian-
going on here?
Brian's got goggles and puts it in his puts Kona in the Can-Am
With seatbelt.
with the seatbelts
Oh,
on.
really? You're
Got her
kidding me.
goggles on, and she's all ready to go.
I believe Brian would do that.
He did it. It's in the video.
Oh shit.
So
That's
anyway,
awesome.
yeah, that's one of the first things I always do is turn that thing off. Even though I do wear my seatbelt most of the time, I don't know. I had a charger that used to send me emails telling me that I was speeding.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah, I guess if you had kids,
Yeah, well, I mean, goddamn, you got to speed. You're like up to your like 80s, dude. You only got so much time left.
yeah,
You got to go fast.
you can bite me.
I miss you, Frank. I miss drinking beer with you.
I
and
ain't
hanging
80
out.
yet. I'm just around the corner, but
Just around the corner. Just got to give you a hard time.
I just had a birthday,
Did you?
January 5th, and nobody bought me anything.
That just means you're fucking old.
Yeah, that I am. Every day, yeah, I figure out how old I am. When you buy the heavy duty tow package on the new Rams, they're set up for the fifth wheel and the gooseneck, so there's holes in the bed.
Conversation going on there.
But they got the plugs that you got to put them in.
Yeah.
But they're under the back seat, so I pulled those out to put them in, and just kneeling in the back of that pickup, my knees hurt so bad, my back hurt so bad, I needed a drink.
Didn't like smartphones, didn't like video games. I tried getting to play Aces High back when I was gaming quite a bit.
What's he mumbling about back there?
He's
He's
rattling
whining.
Oh,
on.
no, I spaced out for a second. I just thought he was having a senior moment.
A little less talk and a lot more action.
Yeah, load.
He's like, it's spinal. My back hurts. I was like, yeah, we figured.
You know, that's what he did. He went in the kitchen and called these guys to come over so he wouldn't have to work anymore.
They're not
No,
working
actually, he's just bullshitting.
Exactly.
Can-Am, and
They'll
I'm
just
not
sit there and
watching my
drink
kid
beer.
I'm watching my kid try not to break stuff in his garage is what I'm really doing.
My guess is he drives a gas. And he's worried about weight savings. That's my guess. He doesn't want to put any
Yeah.
more in there because he's worried about 9 miles a gallon, not 19.
Yeah.
I would have been happy with 9 miles a gallon.
After you level the place, then you bring the goony bird in.
So you boys are all into your off-road stuff. I'm a big fishing guy. That's
I fish.
my big
I
wheelhouse.
fish. Check my channel. I got
Yeah,
fishing videos.
I fish.
Mhm.
You
You
live
have-
in Nevada. There's no rivers or water. What do you fish for?
Oh my God, are you
Rocks.
kidding?
He comes to my house in Idaho and we go sturgeon fishing.
In
Sturgeon.
Nevada,
Ooh.
the lake that I fish for rainbow, the average size is 20-inch trout.
That's small. I fish for a striper out of the river.
That's a striper. That's not a
another
rainbow.
fish. Yeah.
Man, no
I'll
one
take the
wants a
rainbow.
goddamn rainbow. Those are
Striper's
all
a fun
gamey ass-
fight,
Yeah,
but the
especially
rainbow's
on,
tasty.
especially on light tackle. Check out Grumpy's _world, and you'll see some Alaska fishing going on there.
Oh, I'm jealous of that.
Yeah,
But I
you
did
should
get
be.
lucky.
Halibut,
Well, I don't know.
salmon.
Cute.
Once?
I said I
You
did
got
get
a
lucky.
son?
What?
Yeah, because you
I
got
don't
a
know
son,
how
so you got
lucky I
lucky
got.
once.
Yeah, was she cute?
Well, yeah, once. Well, twice. I got 2 kids. So
Okay,
you know,
twice.
I definitely found it twice.
No, you could have 2 kids with one.
Nah, he only got lucky once. The second time she was asleep.
Well, I'll take it as a win. I mean, come on. I ain't that good looking of a guy. So you got
We know.
what you get.
you can see.
We're starting a FundMe page for your kid.
You should. That guy kid's gonna have a rough life right here. I'm his
Oh,
dad.
that
in
Elfin
trouble.
Cove in Alaska was a good place to go fishing, man. Was a blast.
Yeah, all big bases that we park.
I see. You know, the only ocean fishing I ever did was really out of I went to Shelter Cove with Rodney, and we caught a bunch of rockfish. It was a lot of fun. We caught some big ones, but I've really been mainly spending most of my time in the Sac River.
Yeah.
And then
the bad thing about your area with the Sac River is the salmon are getting a little old by the time they get
the
that far.
salmon's kind of getting shitty where
Yeah.
we're at.
Yeah.
Pardon my French, but the striper they're key. So we've been doing
Yeah.
a lot of that.
When I lived in Willows, I did a lot of shad fishing. I love the shad.
you can't eat those things though. They're all
No,
bomb.
but they're fun to catch.
I don't
They
eat
are
the
fun to
stripers.
catch.
They're a blast.
The stripers are a really good fish to eat. It's like a white meat fish. It's one of
Yeah.
the better ones.
I've
People
eaten
Yeah,
love
but
a
out
lot
of that river?
stripers.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're clean. They don't die.
The 3 eyes
They live in
and
there.
stuff.
They live in there. Yeah, year round. No, come on. Everyone
Look-
wants a Simpson fish. Come on.
Yeah.
With the
Looks
third
like
eye.
that yellow fish from the Simpsons with third eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, fun to catch,
No,
but throw
those-
it back.
I'm telling you, they're good fish. You'd like them. My the problem was, so I took my son fishing. I fished a couple holes first, and all right, this is where the fish
And
are
she
at.
woke up.
Nah, I know, right? She woke up. Then I drugged
Had
her
to take
again,
it
and then we were back in business. But anyways, so me and my son we're out there, and it's like, all right, we're catching like some good ones. We're catching 5-pounders. They're all like 22, 24 inches,
It's
and
this
then
big.
he just they're this big.
That's
Dude,
more
that's
like
my
they're
tot
this
size.
big.
I tried to tell my wife.
Going like
that.
this.
It's like just a little guy. You know, a little
Honestly,
Tootsie
it's
Roll.
9 inches.
At least it's a fat one.
He drives a Hemi, right?
Hey. I still got a Hemi.
But anyways, so we're out there and we're kind of raising hell. We're catching some decent ones, the 5-10 pounders, and then all of a sudden his pole just fucking bends in half. Like I'm like, you snagged on something. I grabbed the thing for him. He reels it in. It's a 12-pounder. He caught. I mean, that's not a big fish, but that's an okay fish from the river. Every fish after that, he's like, that one's too small, Dad. We need to throw it back. I'm like, what are you kidding me? That's like one of the best ones we caught all year.
Hey,
You're
Derek.
killing me.
My grandson Derek decided to come on and say hi.
Oh, all right. We got a fifth, huh?
Yeah, he's
We got the party chat.
no, he's
I don't
just-
know how I got reeled into this nonsense, dude. I'm supposed to be watching my kid get in the trailer.
Yeah, he's not coming on live. He's on the chat.
So
Who's
he's a
that?
fisherman. Him and his dad do some fishing.
We do quite a bit.
Do what we can. I gotta go fix my lunch for tomorrow.
What is that? Like a couple Viagra and old people pills?
Hey, who's talking about getting lucky here? Like,
Yeah. Let me explain something to you. At my age, any day now I could come down with something that is terminal that I don't have much time. And I do have this list of people I'm going to take out before I go out. You just went to the top, dude.
Well, I'm glad I can run faster scared than you can mad. So
yeah, but he
You
can
will
find you
never
on Google.
You will
He's
never
just
see
gonna die
it or
tired.
hear it.
He can run all he wants. He'll just die tired.
That's a good one, Rob. Thank you. It's kind of hard to outrun that 300 Remington Ultra Mag.
Now we know his strategy, though.
I'm
We know he's
pretty
gonna
good at
find you on
bobbing
Google
weaving.
and send you pictures of all the motorcycle people.
Yeah, yeah.
We know how he works.
I got a good bob and
Oh.
weave, and he has some bad eyesight, so that's a win.
I've seen him shoot though.
Derek is giving me some compliments. He says, my grandpa be pulling all the babes. I'm giving
distance
up the
shooter
women.
Yeah, when they're senile and don't remember you, that's okay. That's easy.
Yeah, they forget
You can use
I'm
the
an
same
asshole.
pickup lines left and right.
Yeah,
At least it's
I
not
gotta
the
give
same
you shit,
pickup.
Frank. I missed you.
I know you do, and I wouldn't like you if you didn't.
Kona.
I think I got carpal tunnel.
So we've been on here for like 2 hours with Brian's.
So how's your
lovely
sex
man.
life
Yeah.
doing with that carpal tunnel?
Yeah, pretty good. That's why I got carpal tunnel. Yeah, this is his live show, right? And nothing. He's
No, I'm
just
sorry, I came.
No,
and
that's
took
not
it
true.
away
Hey,
from all that
look
stuff.
at who's here. We're managing this pretty good.
I'm gonna be eating
Well, Dar's
raw
gonna get you
chicken
banned
tomorrow.
on YouTube.
We're gonna ban your account on YouTube.
They're banning yours.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
I'm
Brian.
gonna put good old Hoblet back on.
Brian.
They're talking to you.
grandson
Later.
Derek Townsend from Clayton, California is on right now. Say hi.
Man, you got to get this out of your house.
This is like bullshit.
He's
You're
not
right.
listening.
I'm good at
He's had
Yeah,
2
here.
beers. He's done.
Yeah.
I think Magar's gonna get a YouTube account.
That's not gonna happen.
He's gonna get on and chat with us.
He says he likes to fish. He ought to start a video on some of
Yeah.
that fishing.
I haven't got to talk to Frank in a long time.
Dad just made a good point.
When you
can do a
measure your
YouTube
fish,
channel
though,
on
the
fishing.
tape has to touch the fish. Not well, not in between the fish and the camera. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Tired he should be.
They're talking shit now.
I know they are.
I got-
We're talking all this shit.
I got a ruler in my pickup. It's about that big,
Miss
and
you,
it goes
Frank.
from 1 to 12 inches.
Guys, be putting the tape measure behind the fish, opposite the camera.
Yeah, it makes
at
it look
this, I got me
bigger.
a 24 inches.
It's like when you shoot an elk, you see everybody's holding
Is he?
the antlers and they're
Oh,
like
no.
this. Makes them look bigger.
Or they're counting the points on both sides.
Yeah, that's Eastern count. You'll learn that when you get to
You take a G.I. Joe,
Carolina.
a little G.I. Joe, and put it next to the fish and make get
That's
back
my
to
dad.
Look at the whale I caught.
Yeah, stick it in its mouth with its legs sticking out.
They still are.
I used myself as bait.
Yeah. Oh my
A
god.
real men fish. Only hard part of setting that hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that toy hauler's going to be at CJ Strike as soon as the weather's halfway decent.
Yep.
And then the old Grumpy show is going to start.
Is it even going to go anywhere? I mean, look, they're standing around. I still see
Yeah.
asses and elbows.
I've got all the food cooked, frozen, all the canned stuff is packed.
So they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but in this case, I'm assuming the apple was grown or the tree was grown on a hillside. It hit
I
the
think
ground
his
and
mom
rolled
was
down
full
into the
of-
valley.
I think his mom was fooling around.
Oh, okay. Because there's always those trees that grow on a hillside,
Yeah.
Gravity tends to, do weird things.
Yep,
Yeah,
makes
he's
them
kind
go
of
a
like
long
a
way.
crab apple.
Well, they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, never
Wait.
mind. Let's drink another beer.
Waiting for this counter to hit 3 hours.
Where the hell is the counter?
How do you edit the title on this anyway?
You got to go into YouTube and
Yeah, you got to get it out of loading to standing
you go
around drinking.
here and you go there. Then you call Brian up and say, Brian, which one do I push?
No, I get that guy from India.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
His account.
He'll
and
do
then
it.
I'm set.
Yeah.
go.
Hey, hack this one.
Yeah.
What's your password? Oh, it's my social security number. I gave it to your partner last week.
My social security number backwards plus my birth date.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, we can all hear you now.
It's been some good laughs though. I mean, gotta say,
Yeah.
been all over the spectrum.
Apparently, Rob got ticked off because he's gone.
We pissed him off.
Okay, now we can talk about him.
They're all watching us. They're gonna keep an eye on us. He's gonna grow an eye in the back of his head.
Simpson. Kona.
You can talk about me all you want because I can still hear you,
Uh-oh.
even though I was
He's
muted.
Pulling a Brian.
On your face is what I heard.
We're going to the Hammers.
Wow.
Jeremy McGrath has been there already for a week.
That's Zach again. I'm over here.
Oh, did you see the news, Rob, on the basketball player? Only him and one daughter died.
Yeah, him and his daughter, and then
other
another person whose daughter was on his team. Yeah,
9
pretty sad.
people?
9 total. Yeah, the pilot, him and his daughter, and
They were really worried. They thought all his kids were on it with him.
Did you
yeah,
hear that news slip up where they were talking about it and she mispronounced the team name and it sounded like the what we used to call, or I shouldn't say that, but she slipped up pretty bad on the live TV.
yeah, I heard something about that.
See if I can find that here. Yeah, she tried to recover. She did an all right job, but she definitely slipped. Oh, here it is. See if I can get the link.
You must have been watching CNN.
Actually, it was somebody out of LA.
I was watching Facebook. Here's the link. There you go. Watch that later. It'll give you make you go, oh.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a screw up. Somebody's getting in trouble for that one.
Yeah, people were like, "What the hell did she say?"
Oh, she said rakers. No. You
I just
it?
watched it.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Oh my God.
Watch it again. Watch it again. Again.
Yeah, if that was Fox News, they would burn the building down.
We've been all over the place, Brian. You don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, she knew she did it too.
Yep, she paused.
Yeah, she went, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired.
Yep. It was nice being an anchor woman for a while.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was all kinds of bad.
Oh, have you heard it, Rob?
No, I kind of heard it yesterday.
I
I gotta listen to it again.
The N word.
Oh,
They're not talking about naggers.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Los Angeles Lakers. It was the Los Angeles.
Yeah, but that's quite a difference in words, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
how could you
that
slip
even
up
close.
that? How could you slip up that bad?
Hey, is it soon to say Kobe when I throw a beer can in the trash or what?
What? This is an A-B conversation over here?
Yeah, it's an intelligent conversation over here, so shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I'll see my way out of it.
We're
Yeah,
talking about
there
the
you go.
news. We're trying to educate people.
It ain't working.
Well, he's beyond education.
The
Oh,
boy
we hit
never-
the 3 hour mark finally.
I can't get my chat back up.
Me
Oh, I
neither.
ruined it.
Nobody wants to talk to you anyways.
Okay. Well, I hate being we hit 3 hours. I really got to go fix my stuff for tomorrow. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to all of this fun.
Oh,
I'm getting tired watching you pack.
Yeah. It's wearing me
What
out
did he
too.
pack? All I seen him do is load the Can-Am.
Yeah. And he doesn't even have it strapped down yet.
Yeah.
I keep on getting interrupted.
Yeah. huh?
Yeah. Excuse
Well,
me.
you shouldn't have went in and called them guys up to come over and interrupt you.
I
Yeah.
didn't. They just showed up.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say
Called a
too.
scapegoat. There's a
Yeah.
word for that.
He just
Yeah.
called you a goat.
He is a goat. He don't have a goatee. He got a beard.
Nah.
There it is.
All right, guys. Hey, it was nice having fun with you on the live chat. And it was really fun watching Brian not load.
Yeah,
I voted.
But we all know what the code to his toy hauler is now because I recorded it.
yeah,
Now
right.
I just got to correspond the
He's so
sound with
paranoid
the
he-
number.
Change that tonight, I guarantee it.
I already have it. He gave it
Yeah.
to me when we went to Salton Sea.
Hey, bring your own trailer to King of Hammers, huh, buddy?
Yeah, I'll see you there. I can't get to my trailer. They plowed the field to get all of the weeds out, and we just got a whole bunch of rain, and it's like I ain't driving out there right now.
Oh, come on. You got a 4x4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
heavy duty
I
off
thought
road.
them Dodge things were supposed to be tough.
Do I need to bring my coat out?
No,
for
that's Ford tough.
I ain't gonna take
Yeah.
the chance. Sorry. So sorry. So sorry about Colby and his daughter, but
Yep.
it was fun, guys. We'll see you next time. Let's do this again. We're gonna try to go live at the Hammers. We'll see if we get enough reception.
Well,
All righty.
just text me. I'll see if I can jump on and watch.
You should be subscribed
I am.
and the bell.
I
Gotta
am.
hit the bell.
I even hit the like button as soon as I came on.
Oh, you
Nice.
said it.
Thanks.
Yeah, and you stayed on and watched the whole thing.
I even joined the conversation.
Yeah.
I should.
Huh.
We all held this whole 3 hours for him. He's been
Yeah,
doing
he's
it
doing
the whole
crap.
time.
On the road.
No, he's just getting the YouTube credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets all the credit.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Yeah, you're welcome,
anytime.
buddy.
Hey, Dad, I've been
Hey.
on your show a couple times. A
Yeah.
couple hours each.
Don't talk about Bigfoot and apples.
Yeah. Oh, Storm.
Sorry, Chad.
Chad's probably not watching anymore. He probably fell asleep.
Yeah. All right,
got
guys. We'll
bored.
talk to you next time. See ya.
All right.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hey, have me on, boys. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Bite me.
All right. I'm out of here too. See you guys.
Later.
Oh, last man standing. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your show now, Dylan.
It's my show now.
Hey, Dylan.
It's my show on your channel.
Exactly.
Works out good for you.
I'll leave
Yeah,
it
right.
I figure out how.
Too soon with the Kobe reference or what?
Let's see how to get Brian banned on YouTube.
Oh, don't get me started.
Oh,
You taught me a lot about these policies.
mhm. Right. Cool. Well, grab a beer.
I don't drink.
Grab a root beer.
If I had one. I pretty much went cold turkey everything when I passed my 107.
Oh, really?
Yep, I think I've had 4 sodas since I passed my 107.
For
Diet
some
Cola.
Yeah, no, I told myself if I pass that 107, my life is getting cleaned up.
kids in the water, like in the water, faucet water, I think.
He's filling your bucket back up. That's
That's all right.
He's not. He is moving your bowls around.
That's fine. As long as you're not getting all wet and you're gonna have to.
Oh, dude. You think that's the first
Sorry, we got a kid causing trouble.
No.
He's being a young man,
I have a winner of a kid that just likes to raise hell.
just like McGar. He likes to raise
Nothing
hell.
wrong with that. We all did our fair share back in our days.
Palmer's crack on that right now. That makes you feel better.
So you're heading to Reno on Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday, bright and early, about 7 a.m. if I'm lucky, probably more like 8, but whatever. Yep, I'm gonna stay up there till Saturday. I don't know what time, but yeah, I'm gonna spend most of the day, Thursday and Friday, at the range.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping some people show up that are gonna pay me to, shoot them a 30-second or 1-minute clip and then come home and edit it and pay
Oh,
me to
yeah.
give it to them. I'm gonna bring every camera I got, including the DSLR. So I spent about 3 or 4 hours today learning different camera angles for shooting indoor gun ranges. So I did my diligence.
You need to start going to the dunes with us.
Yeah, my brother's been hounding me since I showed you the video. He wants to go up there or get me to go up there, especially before I move.
Well, the guy got a permit and did like a little vendor thing where, you ride out to the dunes with a family for an hour and just taping them like ripping around, or even just the photography side of it. You might be able to make some money doing that.
Yeah, with 3 drones, it'd probably be a smart idea.
Yeah, or just, still shots too.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna start this weekend by trying to get some shots of that, and let's see what happens with that one. She offered us the private room for an hour. I was stoked on that one, but I said I'd rather have the ammo.
Awesome.
Yeah, I saw the video they have. They got a pool table in there. They got a little kitchen in there to cook in, and they got 4 different bays to shoot in, and it's all isolated from everybody else. Oh, man, that sounds fantastic. But no, I'd rather take the ammo.
All right. Yeah,
Just
Dylan, Reno, and they got a shooting range there where you can. What kind of? I know they got machine guns and a whole bunch of.
They got all kinds of stuff. I shot a Thompson submachine gun, a full auto Glock with a 30-round mag. My son was shooting an AK, a MAC-10. They have Uzi. They got a whole wall of stuff. I posted it on my wall on Facebook. It's literally a wall of guns you can rent, and they have suppressed stuff you can borrow or rent too. The nice part I like about it is you pay your range fee is like $20. You rent your goggles and your ear protection, and then you pay by the magazine. So like a 10/22 is $15 for a 30-round mag, or 25 rounds. An AR-15, $35. AK-47, $35. So you buy by the magazine, and it's really simple to do the math. The next thing you know, you're just having literally a blast.
Yeah.
My favorite platform is the AR though. It's true and steady. It holds steady. That Thompson's like, it climbs. You get 4 shots and it's just climbing up into the ceiling.
Yeah.
But we'll have fun.
Did a small video with him and his boy at the shooting range. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot more fun.
And to do like a commercial for him.
I don't know what you have,
Can-
have a bunch of like railroad ties in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Old rusted water.
Yeah.
Stinky. Stinky like Bayless water.
The rocks back. That's all.
You didn't have to do that.
I had to do it. And my kid fucked it up.
It's all good.
I put the railroad rusty stuff back in my bucket. I figured that's what was in it.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, you gotta have that kid load up. He's got all kinds of energy going.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see that.
Yep, full of energy.
Yeah, put it to use. Harness that energy.
Yeah.
It's like the sun or the wind.
He says you got to harness that energy.
I'll sell it to you cheap.
I've already got one myself. Happy with the one. I got snipped right after that one. No more for me.
You're like, I'm done.
Yep. I'm happy with what I got. Shooting blanks at this point.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. Shoot me a text before you go live when you go to the King of Hammers, and I'll see what I'll make sure to jump on. I am subscribed, but I don't get push notifications from YouTube.
You got to ring the bell, man.
I did ring the bell.
Good talking to you, brother.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'll send you a text or something if we do.
Yeah, I'll jump on and watch or jump on and go live, whatever you want. But yeah, I don't get push notifications from YouTube. I did ring the bell. I promise.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all good. Shoot me a text. I'll take a look. And yeah.
All right, man.
All right. Cheers,
Thanks
y'all.
again.
You're
Let me
welcome.
know if you go live. I'll jump on.
Will do. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Later, man. Let's see.